Hello, hello. Hey, Daisy. Hey, Nin. Yes, it is indeed time for more Isaac. We are going to be playing more Golden Sun, and we are going to see how far we can get. Hey, Bloody, how's it going? Welcome, everyone, to stream. Hey, Val. Thank you for the bits. This is not necessary every time for stream. But, thank you, Val. I appreciate it. Hey, Sci-Fi. So, no, I don't need money. Daisy, stop demanding the money. Hey, Neo, how's it going? Daisy wants the money because she knows she's gonna get more commissions that way. That's why she's asking. But, welcome everyone to stream. As you can see, we have just reached the Lama temple where we are about to meet Hama. So, Phoenix, calm down. They just want to make sure that you have enough money for your Christmas present. But, if... well, the money would be the Christmas present, would it not? Sci-Fi? Also, how does everyone know that I celebrate Christmas? Maybe I don't. Maybe I just have foregone the holiday altogether and I just enjoy the days off. Ergo, I wouldn't need any Christmas present. Already gave Daisy too much, still angry about it. Fair. Shh, Sci-Fi, not everyone who was here for that, you don't need to remind them. I've had a bad week and watching your stream gives me so much happiness to see your content. Oh, thank you, Neo. That means a lot. I'm glad I can help bring some joy to people's lives and that, you know, we all can have fun together on stream. Sorry, couldn't make it to last stream. How many people died while I was gone? Luckily, no one. Ivan's still alive. We have Mia now. And also Cat. He's still kicking. But yeah, we have Mia, Ivan, Garrett, Isaac, all level 17. Hello. Hi, Fried, how's it going? Done perfectly, just finished another playthrough of Hollow Knight. Nice! The Cat Emperor. And he's got the zoomies, apparently. Meow. I don't think it's actually... Is that? There we go. Cat, you good? You good? You... Okay. Silver. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Also, hello, I appreciate it. Cat, calm. No, the cat does not deserve tax. You don't deserve the tax. You don't even understand what's happening, do you? No. Hmm? Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, he's just having fun. Oh my god. Thank you, Alex, for continuing the gift sub. Almost finished the design of your Kratos-inspired character, and you even named him. What was the name you came up with, Neo? Will it happen every time? Silver, I appreciate it. Thank you. If I'm going to stay quiet about things, you have to remember what kind of mental state I am currently. Worshipping your cat. Having a mental breakdown, reflecting on my past way too much. It's okay, Sci-Fi. I'm just joking mostly. Every moment of Ember requests the Lord comes the moment the stream starts. No. Well, hello. Hi. Yes. Hi. Hi, cat. Hello. Say hello to your fans. Acknowledge them. Look up here. Hey. Or not. Okay. Alright. But we've made it to Lama Temple, continuing the actual gameplay. This is Lama Temple. Welcome, travelers. The Lamakan Desert ahead is a very hot land. Rest well before you go. Oh, Orion Knight. His beauty is grace. He has the zoomies. Yeah. But yeah, outside of the Lama Temple, this is the place we're headed to next. The desert, which is insanely hot. Kitten! Yeah. Yeah, the cat's here. You don't need to be on the pillow, buddy. There you go. Attention request. Yeah. Oh, meow. Yeah, this is much hotter than I ever imagined. Yeah, like, you can see the bar at the side, heating up. Or rising. That's what happens whenever we walk across the sand in this desert. And then we actually take a decent amount of damage. That's just under 60. Yeah, that's a quarter health. We take a quarter of our health and damage, each character, whenever that bar heats up. So, in other words, we can't actually make it across this desert right now. Until we go to the Lama Temple. If you're gonna drop in, pay my taxes, gotta get back to work. Okay, thank you for stopping by, Silver. If you were in Ruby, would your name be spelled Phoenix Knight or Phoenix Knight? Probably the first way. Just to differentiate, well, because it's the spelling I like better, for one, and also to differentiate from Phoenix Nemean from the Grim campaign. But yeah, we can't take on the desert right now until we actually go to the Lama Temple. Let's see. Well, we'll heal up from that demonstration. No, I don't think I quite finished last stream. Yeah, but I think it's pretty straightforward. Made it through. Hi, cat. Last stream, we beat Mercury Lighthouse. We went to the Kalima Forest. We beat Tret. Made it through there. We went to Alton. Saved it from drowning, from statues that were spewing water everywhere. And then we made it to Lama Temple. Cat, you do not need to go on the pillow. One brain cell needs to figure it out. Bird up? Hello, Washington. Young warriors, do you come from the east? We do. You stop by Xion? Yes. Master Fe in Xion is very close to our master Hama. Students from Fe's school often continue their kung fu training here. Excellent. Orion Knight. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not that knowledgeable about the different pantheons in the myth of Orion. So maybe there's a resemblance? Or there's a connection? Hama's the greatest master of Chi? I did not. And today you shall see that Master Hama is truly the master. Okay. Master Hama is meditating. Please be extremely quiet. So, Isaac, you and your adept companions have finally come. She knew! Finally come. Was she expecting us? How did she know we'd be here? I had anticipated your arrival. She has the foresight. You knew we were coming? I have been waiting a long while for you. You come seeking the elemental stars. She knows everything. You know about the elemental stars too? Who are you? How curious that Ivan be the one to ask this. I'm a Jupiter adept, just like Ivan. I'm not a Jupiter adept. What are you talking about? Well, you are, Ivan, although you may not yet know it. Why do you say that? Do you not have the power to read minds? That ability is unique to the Jupiter adepts. You predicted our coming. Is that also psi energy? Oh, excellent question. Yes, the ability to foresee events also belongs to the Jupiter adepts. So in other words, wind is OP. Then can Ivan learn the power of prediction too? Nope. But he already has it. You do. You merely do not yet know that you have it. She already foresaw him awakening the power to foresee. The power of Jupiter must be great if they let you see the future. Yeah, Wind Adept OP. Foresight, yes, another OC working on as Luna, inspired by Luna Lovegood, Harry Potter, and her semblance is clairvoyance. Meant to be canon or meant to be AU? Alternate universe, because foresight, future sight, like that in Ruby at least is delving into the realm of the gods, because we already have the relic of choice that specifically deals with the future. And we also have, hey Dazzo, welcome to stream, thank you for the follow. Because we have the relic of choice that deals with future events, and we have the relic of knowledge that deals with past events. So semblances really should not interfere with either of those. It's more like a guiding feeling rather than future seeing, but it's still. I mean, if it's more like a spidey sense, like sensing impending danger, then that's probably fine. But if it's like actually like gathering information, like, okay, what path is going to be the right one to choose, is my goal is to achieve this, and do I need to go right or do I need to go left? And it's like, maybe, I don't know. It's finicky depending on how you want to work it. Oh, but Ivan can learn to use an even greater power. What greater power? Reveal. He can learn to reveal all. I have waited long to pass the power of true sight on to you. You waited here in Lama Temple just to teach Reveal to Ivan? You will need Reveal if you are going to achieve your goals. Jupiter adepts can learn Reveal on their own, over time. But that power alone will not help you find Saturos as his companions move on. It was Saturos and his companions who blocked Silk Road. They were the ones that dropped the boulder on the guy. Felix and the rest of them, huh? Those cowards! Something tells me it's like preflexes. If that's the case, then it's probably fine. It's just like actual clairvoyance, foresight, that probably shouldn't be meddled with in the Ruby universe, at least, because it's just... Yeah, it just... That's what the relics are for. Felix bears a terrible fate, a burden I would not wish on any man. Meeting the end of a blade? A terrible fate? What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I can say nothing more of this matter. Now we must focus on the power of Reveal. Just drop that little nugget of information and then completely gloss over it. You'll need the power of Reveal to cross the evil Lamakan Desert. An evil desert? Yes, that's entirely possible. You believe that, Isaac? Well, I just don't buy it. We just went through an evil forest, Garrett. Come on. We saw living statues. What will we need to reveal to cross the desert? Crossing Lamakan Desert was hard enough with the extreme heat. But evil has taken hold of the desert, and its heat has become unbearable. Entering the desert now is nothing short of asking for death. How's everything going? Been in time since I was active in the server. Oh no. Yeah, college does suck. It takes up a lot of time. But it's been going well, Dazzo. How have things been with you? It's like trying to find someone or something somewhere. Like in Star Wars where the Death Star Imperial was trying to roast Vader. How the Force didn't give him the vision of finding the Death Star plans or the clairvoyance and finding the rebels into the base. Okay. I guess. Still, like the amount of guidance, clairvoyance, like it's very tricky because even the Relic of Knowledge, something that was crafted and gifted by the gods to humanity, isn't like 100% clear on the future either. It's like, okay, this is a choice that is going to come up in the future, something that you'll have to face, but it tells you nothing more than that. So gaining even a slight bit more information seems like that leads one of the children to what they desire most. That's true, but again, the fairy tales are meant to be fairy tales. There are certain things that are true about the fairy tales, like we can tell that at least one of them is, you know, an incarnation of Ozpin, or a previous incarnation of Ozpin. We can tell that, you know, Silver-Eyed Warrior is one of them, but like if something is hidden somewhere, able to see or feel the right path or direction, not clear but vague. But like, how would that work in terms of aura is the thing. How would that work with aura? Because aura can only extend so far. There has to be certain waypoints for it to extend extreme long distances. I guess if it's something like, if it was an object that had been lost, that, you know, was important to a person, there might be traces of aura left on that object, and if you could get, you know, read the person's aura, you could get a vague sense of where that object was lost. Something like that, but I'm guessing you're hoping for a more, or how do luck semblances work? It's in the vicinity of the person with the semblances. It's not like it's within their aura projection range. That's where probability is affected. And that's mainly what I'm talking about is, you know, how would it work in terms of aura? Because we see with Crow, it's like things near him. When he's in battle with Tyrion, you know, the buildings are collapsing around him or beams are falling, that type of thing. And it's still, you know, within a stone's throw of where Crow is. But if it's like an object that's been lost the next town over, like that's, I don't know. Okay, so reading aura signatures and being able to glean information off of that completely feasible, and that would make a great semblance, actually. Good for utility, not overpowered, not broken, but could definitely gain some good information from that by reading people's aura, being able to sense things that are close, even being able to gain information of people that might be close to the individual. Like, for example, Cat, why? We know how close Raven is to Yang, to Tai, to Crow, that she has aura ties to them, and that's why her kindred link is able to make portals to them. So if you were able to read a person's aura, you could sense even a person that was close to them. So she was close to, kind of like Raven's kindred link. Yeah, exactly. Yep, okay, that makes sense, Alex. Entering the desert now is nothing short of asking for death. Then how can Saturos cross such a deadly place? It's because he's a Mars adept. Yep, our Mars adepts. I am merely guessing, but their powers might help them suppress the heat as they cross. But they're not all Mars adepts, is the thing. I still don't understand. How will Reveal help us at such an evil place? Reveal will help you find oases to cool you against the heat. Pretty good. Been taking a lot of old teams hyped up for Ruby again. Nice, Dazo. Have an OC that has a semblance where she can feel where people that are close to him are, as well as the 4 cardinal points. Basically a walking compass. Nice. Yeah, that would be a very useful semblance, especially for traversing the wilds in any one of the kingdoms, really. Especially Vacuo being lost in the desert, or Atlas as well. I guess there'd be some utility for mining, wouldn't there? If you're underground or even out in the tundra, finding out which direction is north. Sounds like the ability's similar to Heatsink for Seraphina. Yeah, a little bit. Won't we be able to see the oases? Do you know what a mirage is? Yes. The desert is filled with mirages that prevent you from seeing clearly. Without reveal, you cannot find them. Just notice I call her him. It's okay, I think. It sounds like we should have Ivan learn reveal. Yes. Don't want to die in any evil desert. Ivan, you should let Master Hama teach you how to use reveal. Something seems... I'm unsure that it will work. Oh no! In preparation for this day, I tried to pass a power on to a young girl, although that power was not reveal. My student was not an adept. Oh. But I thought anyone could hone a skill he or she already possessed. Who might that person be? However, I saw no change in the girl. No, there was a change. Fezzi, why are you here? I sensed it. Sensed it? What did you sense? Hisu! Hisu left this place a long time ago. But he did not return to Xi'an. The boulders in the mountains. She knew immediately. I came through the mine, came to ask for help. Wow, she made it through that mine with all the monsters in there too? I sensed nothing as I was focused on Isaac's arrival. But why has the power come to you now after all this time? Gems fell from the sky. One hit me right on the head. Yeah, sorry about that. My fault. Might have caused a small eruption. Gems. Synergy stones. Then this may work after all. So Phoenix, out of all the artists on the Discord, which of them do you think would probably commission to do an advent calendar? Aren't advent calendars supposed to be things that, like, you know, the 25 days leading up to Christmas? Instead of doing that, I'd rather just go with a regular calendar, if anything, right? Because it'd only be 12. It'd be a lot easier to do and could be something used for the entire year, rather than just one day for each piece of artwork. But I don't know. I'd have to look through and see, one, who would be interested in doing a calendar type thing, two, like, probably be a different artist for each day type thing, and also that would take a lot of money on my end to actually make a calendar too. So probably not anything in the near future, at least. Is it idea for merch? Like, the thing is, merch is still a little ways out because I need money to fund the merch. Money that I do not have. And our clairvoyance can be helped from some dreams, as dreams can be interpreted as some visions when your mind or soul goes to another existence when in sleep and dreams. That is a theoretical way of looking at dreams, but again, in the Ruby universe, I don't think that's how dreams would work. Because as we saw, even in Ice Queendom, a dream is kind of like a reality created within the person's mind out of their own insecurities and subconscious. I don't think it would be like going to another existence type thing. That's probably a bit of a stretch. In terms of innocence lost, how much would it be if you're linked? If you were linked, not safe for work artwork of Seraph? I mean, I don't actively want to like actually lewd my characters, but that's difficult because I'm curious to know how they're depicted, but I don't think of my characters in that way. So, like, I guess that would depend on like how not safe for work it is. I don't know. Probably would not be acceptable in the server depending on how risque it gets either. So I don't know. Let us hurry to Sue's aid. What about us? What about reveal? I had completely forgotten. It seems I succeeded in passing my power to Fizzy. You will be fine. Ivan's awakening to new power. And that's it. That should do. Use reveal to cross the desert. Goodbye. Reveal may not be that strong yet. The oases may not appear. The rest is up to Ivan's abilities. I don't think of him that way, thank God. Well, I've said that many times before, Sci-Fi. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think of my characters in that way, and I've never portrayed them in that way, so yeah, probably best to avoid that in general, but granted, the internet do be the internet, so... Ivan, I'm very glad to see you have grown to be such a strong man. I mean, he's only 14 right now. He's not... Still... Yeah, moving on. Ivan, do you and Master Hama know each other? No, but she doesn't feel like a stranger. I wonder why. We'll just put it on the back shelf and remember it for later. Felix and the others must be far ahead of us by now. Yeah, and we better get moving. So we can't just leave like this. Hasu! Hama might need our help. She only has Fizzy to assist her. Shouldn't we help? Yeah, why not? That's what heroes are supposed to do. I'm more worried about Felix and the others, but I'm not opposed to rescuing Hasu. We'll go with you, Isaac. Whatever you decide. Just abandon him? I wonder what Master Hama was talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go. Yeah. I wonder how Ivan and Master Hama might be connected. Interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Ivan now has reveal, so we will set that there. So, he who has the power to see that which cannot be seen shall see the truth. Yeah, so you see how this rock is sitting very precariously, almost like there might be something hidden here? Well, if we use reveal, there is something hidden here. Got infected by a nightmare grim. Well, considering my worst fear is having a child that I'm not prepared for, I think my nightmare would be being a father. So, yeah. Oh no, Hasu is in danger. Hey Paris, how's it going? It's going good. Hope things are well with you. And you see how, you know, there's the dotted lines here, almost like there's something that might be hidden here? There's a hidden doorway. That just leads directly over here. Having kids can be scary? Yeah. We're talking about Phoenix's greatest fear. Yeah. Hey Violet, welcome to stream. How are things on your end? I'm glad things are going well, Paris. Yeah, like, the thing is, at this point in my life, I'm not particularly a fan of children in general, though they are very puntable. But just having a child, if you're not prepared for it, your life is just over at that point. Whatever aspirations, whatever plans you had for your future, your life becomes that child. It should, anyways. If you bring a life into the world, you are responsible for it. You should take care of that kid. And whatever life you were planning on is now uprooted and over. And that's right there's my worst fear. Along with the fact that in today's society, I would just be afraid of bringing a kid into the world in general, because the way that the internet has become so influential for how kids grow up, and the amount of just utter garbage that's out there on the internet, I struggle to see how one could properly raise a child without, you know, just a myriad of things happening to that could go wrong. Like, even if a parent does everything right, something's gonna happen at school from the influence of the internet, from something, and it's just oof. What would Salem's greatest fear be from the nightmare if she could be affected? I'm guessing it'd be something involving the death of her daughters. Alex, probably. Finish the hair weight painting and fix the rig. Nice! Just got a few more small adjustments, and then she'll be ready for fighting, and then can just worry about the small things till winter break. That's awesome, Violet! That's great to hear! Oh right, Hasu is kind of still stuck under the rock. Are you okay? I don't really think he is. Master Hama, I'm okay. The boulder. I can't move. Seems unhurt. You must be glad, Faisy. How can we free him? Not a clue. Well, if only there were someone else here who had the ability to lift. Isaac, did you lift the boulder? Well, technically Mia did, but the boulder floats. Quickly, we must pull him out. Kind of want to discuss Team Seraph's fears now. That would go into spoiler territory. I mean, Sarah and Zelina's, we know those already, but Piers and H's, we well, that comes later. Well, in their character reveals and things like that, but yeah, that delves into spoiler territory, unfortunately, Sci-Fi. Ready yourself, Sue. We're going to pull. He's halfway out, just a little further. Yeah, don't leave his leg behind. Can we assess how many fireballs Seraphina can make? Is it unlimited or just one? It depends on how much fire dust she has remaining. And, well, it depends on how much heat she absorbed into her semblance, right? From both the fire dust that she has, woven into the metal of her blades, as well as how much heat she's absorbed from the environment around her. So it depends. It could just be one, or it could be multiple, but it's not unlimited. Unlimited fireballs is likely not possible in any situation in Ruby. There's going to be a limit to pretty much everything. Fireball rolls a 1. Oh no! Is Sarah going to go supernova? Well, hopefully not that much. Not that far, like she's going to just explode. Yeah, quick, pull him out. In a volcano? Well, like, her semblance is heat absorption, not lava absorption is the thing. There's still a hard limit. Fireball kills the party. Sounds like a D&D campaign right there. I don't care how small the room is, I cast Fireball. Yeah. It sounds like D&D for sure. Must contact Master Fe and ask him to tend to Hasu's energies. Or a game of magic? Yeah! Fireball is the ultimate spell. It's the ultimate utility spell. Whatever problem you have, a Fireball will fix. If Sarah rolls a 20, does that mean she does a Kamehameha? Know nothing about Dragon Ball? Yeah, Kamehameha is a Ki Blast, not exactly a Fireball. They now have Cheetos. Are they Fireball Cheetos? Or Kamikaze? Oh god. Oh, excellent. If Silk Road remains blocked, everyone will suffer. Head-ups, let me thank you again. I am truly grateful. I did not expect you to come and aid us. I mean, like, that's the thing. That was an optional thing we got to do in the game. We don't have to. So there's plenty of things that we can maybe do, and Calamax is fun. God, Calamax is annoying to play against. 300 plus damage copying a Comet Storm. Gross. Now, one thing I'm going to do when Pearson H are revealed is name them, give their abilities to LEGO DC supervillains. Oh no. I know the only spicy Cheetos I got are the jalapeno ones. That's still good. Thank you for passing the power of reveal on. But what you said... Well, really, I was the one who suggested we help you, right? Mm-hmm. Right, Garrett. Didn't you want us to hurry on to the desert? Garrett taking all the credit. Did I, Mia? Did I really? I think you must be mistaken. Yeah, that's it. Oh, Garrett. Hope to see you soon. Weren't you going to ask Master Hama what she meant earlier? We do know no one will be able to see her again, so may as well ask. Yeah, we should just ask. But it's better that we leave now. Master Hama hasn't looked me in the eye since she said those words. Well, that just makes me even more curious. Don't worry about it. I doubt she would even tell me if I asked. Master Hama will tell me when we have completed our mission. I have to believe that. Already trying to gaslight people? Yeah, that's Garrett's way. Oh, right. Forgot Reveal could do that. But now, if we use... I cannot see your future clearly. It must be because I cannot be impartial to it. Or to you. She cares so much. Gaslighting is my job. That's how I get my students to finish their work. Yeah, when it comes to teaching, I feel like there might be a small necessity to that. So would you rather get a pillow that is always cold whenever you go to lay down? Or always have a warm shower no matter what? Huh. Yeah, I'd probably go with the cold pillow. Washington makes a good point. After a long workout, you kind of want a colder shower. Though, frankly, I just want a shower in general. Because unfortunately, I don't have a shower in my household. Just a regular bathtub. Just walking around here saps every ounce of my strength. Yeah. And see, here's where you see how these, if we don't find an oasis soon, I'm gonna shrivel up and blow away. Like, you see how these rocks are kind of precariously positioned? Well, if we use the useful reveal, what's that? A pool of water. We just hop in, scramble around for a little bit, and then we're nice and cooled off. And that's how we're gonna get through the desert. A friend of mine has a nurse OC with her semblance being X-ray vision. Nice. Makes sense for a doctor to have X-ray vision. Would be very useful for determining injuries. Yeah, I know. It was rough when I first started living in this place, but you get used to it. Can't stop sweating. I wish I brought a change of clothes. Yeah, the desert's just brutal. All the soaps so you can have the ultimate bubble bath. You still lack completing. Yeah, that's true. Some of this are hard to make, just because I was afraid it'd be too OP. They are really difficult to balance properly, because you have to think about the limitations of an individual's aura, making sure not to... it's mainly the limitations of aura that really help nail down what a semblance can and can be, but then also abilities that would delve into like the realms of magic and the realms of the gods and things like that. But as you know, Monty himself always said, limitations breed creativity, right? What did you join in on, Rail? Well, we're playing some Golden Sun, talking about random stuff. Need to tell Ember something? He's around. He'll probably be back in an hour, within the next hour, probably. Yeah. He's not in the room at the moment, though. Storm Ray. Tundra. Catlord does not wish to be disturbed. He's not dead, Rail. Be a much more somber stream if he was. Realistically, he should be a long way out from that, but, yeah. It is a shame. He'll be around. Eventually. What's up here? Ah, another oasis. Excellent. I guess earthquake, fireball. Yeah, Garrett can cast fireball. It's a Mars adept thing. Take that out. The bees. I did see the new Elish Norn. Blocking ETBs of your opponents is pretty insane. Though I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a CEDH thing. And oh, look, that's not an oasis, but what is it? We can't run away. It's an antlion. Gross looking insect thing. I think it's supposed to be a scorpion-esque thing, but he's a little gross. Gross to look at. What was with that heart? Because he was getting food! We fell into the sand pit and we could not escape. How many daggers does Seraphina have on her wings? How many can she throw at enemies at once? Does she do it by hand or just... She normally does it by angling her wings just right, but she can grab them by hand as well to throw. And she can throw one or multiple at the same time, just depending on like how far or how hard she either flicks her wing or how many she takes off at the same time. And yeah. So when I get to see what vacuum would be like, I feel bad for Yang. The sand is going to get all up in the prosthetic. Yeah. Having prosthetics in Vacuo is going to be rough. Abzan CDH deck is pretty excited about it. Commander is Kodama, so we can shut off ETBs, but since Elish is asymmetrical, yeah, asymmetrical kind of sucks for your opponent, but not for the player. I don't know. I've stayed away from CEDH pretty much in its entirety. I just play regular EDH. Isaac is now level 18. In fact, you're a Grim, like an Antlion Grim? It could be. I wouldn't be surprised if a Grim like that existed. There's an Oasis. Written so much for Oak Daisy. It's the longest section of the AU info. Oh my gosh, that's great. Okay, well, if that's that way, what's over here? Let's see, Earthquake. Oh, we got Volcano unlocked. Okay. Tundra. Okay. Okay, the worm goes down. Well, the salamander does not, but maybe with a volcano. Nope. Alright. Everything in this desert is the fire element, so fire does not much damage against them. Oh no, you're at 2%? Like 2% battery? Oh no. Air Force video on Alucard. God, he a menace? Yeah, a little bit. I've written so much. Okay. Reiterate how many daggers are on the wings. I didn't pin down like an exact number, but I'd say probably like 24 on each wing, something like that. It's a decent number of daggers. Ugh. Ooh, the Vulcan axe. Oh. Okay, that doesn't really help Garrett much. So I guess Isaac's gonna equip it. Excellent. What other weapon did he have? Oh, he had the Arctic Blade. Unfortunately, the Arctic Blade has outlived its usefulness. Canonically has 2 moms? Who does? Oak Daisy? Wow. Count in the picture? Yeah. I don't know if the pictures necessarily count 21 per wing. Yeah, it's about 24 per wing, I think, then. Because I wasn't exactly sure how many blades I wanted per wing, but about 24, I think sounds about right. Shad! Hello! And so the saying gets longer. And getting the Oasis. How be the Shad? How goes? What's new on this fine Tuesday? Yeah. Tundra. Okay. Now attempt to say that in one breath. Daisy's gonna pass out in the middle of stream. 22 on each wing then. If the 2 she wields come from the wings. Well, she's not wielding daggers though, Rail. Like, the way that her weapons are is along like the top of her wings. That's where like actual swords are meant to be attached to, and then she can pull those off to actually wield as like short swords, and then she can store them there. The daggers are different. Not that hard actually, yet. Shad's already put up the challenge. Kind of doing somewhat meh. Oh, well, hopefully throughout the stream you'll be able to feel a little bit better. I'm sorry to hear that, Shad. I hope things get better. Okay, Oasis. Not really. It's meant to be like a single weapon, because you know how Blake can wield her scabbard and her blade at the same time, right? Her scabbard has a blade on it as well, and she can wield both of those. It's meant to be like a similar thing. Like the wings kind of act as the scabbard as well, so they attach there while she's just walking around and everything. Then she can detach them to use, while also having the metal still on her wings, so she can use that to block as well as throw the daggers out. So, continue to attempt to say it in one breath. Love the info I'm getting. Helps me better imagine the fight. Yeah! I'm glad, Violet. Emotions are stinky. Why do they exist? Or lack thereof. Well, unfortunately, that is part of being sentient. We must suffer with the emotions. But, in theory, they're supposed to be good at least some of the time. It's difficult to see that at times, though, and I get that. But that's why you need other people to help lift up your emotions, right? That's why the quotations around the two. Yeah. Oh. The B multiplied. Excellent. Into that Oasis. Up here is okay. Synergy Stone, so we'll get that. That's an antlion, okay. There, that should be probably good. I was just relax for one day, that would be amazing. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us have those feelings every once in a while. I shall soon be of that age to drink! I mean, depending on where you go, you already are that age. So... I know I'm not gonna make it. Can I... Oh, wow. Terra's weapon, 2 blades to the power of 20. I guess kinda. Like, the daggers aren't really her main method of fighting, really. She is more accustomed to using the dual blades that she has, and she's learned to use her wings more to block. And then it's only on occasion that she uses the blades themselves, like the daggers. Venus's attack style like Blake or like Yang, as in she's someone that gets very up close and personal real fast, and stay there like Yang, or keep her distance and go in for the kill. It's more close combat fighting style, because one thing that we need to remember, she's from Vacuo, right? Ammunition is not as plentiful as in the other kingdoms. If we look at all of the characters that we've seen come from Vacuo, every single one of them pretty much does not rely on long distance. All of them are pretty much close combat. If we look at Team Bronze, for example, there's Bronze Knee. He had the Knuckle Dusters, and that was literally his entire weapon, was just the Knuckle Dusters, just the pointed knuckle equipments that he had. He was just a straight-up brawler. Then there was Roy Stallion, who had the Saw Blades, which he could throw those out. There was a tiny little bit of gravity dust in them. And then there was Nolan Porfirio. He had just a cattle prod, very up close and personal. Mazadong was pretty much a sniper and strictly a sniper, strictly long distance, but a sniper isn't used to firing like numerous different rounds. And then there's also Team Indigo. Olivia Violette had a crossbow that was also a sword, mostly close combat. One of them did have daggers attached to her dress. Then there was Dougal, who had a spear that also had a wind dust crystal in it, mainly close combat as well. And Olivia Ember, who had literally a flame sword as well. Pretty close combat. Is mainly what people are in vacuum. I mean, in all of RWBY, really most fights end up close combat anyways. It's extremely rare that fights are majority long range, and it's rare that fights end long range as well. And Olive Burns would go check out Girls Together. I mean, Nolan Porfirio seems to be gay as well, considering what we've seen in Before the Dawn. It's really heavily implied that Scarlett and Nolan are kind of a couple now, or at least are going to be in RWBY. Time to do some cringe reminiscing. Nice, Daisy. Has it been like confirmed that he's gay? We know Scarlett is, and we know that Scarlett and Nolan were kind of getting romantically involved in Before the Dawn, but I don't know if it was like explicitly said in. But again, that could be bi, that could be ace. There's a number of different designations, but also they weren't like explicitly dating either. We know that Scarlett was definitely interested, and it seemed like Nolan was as well, but we can't say for certain. Let's see, yeah. Because we can't be too quick to jump to conclusions, because that's, you know, what also led to the entire debacle with the Crow and Clover situation, right? Granted, with Nolan and Scarlett, it is much more explicitly laid out, where it was with Crow and Clover, it was a lot of people just jumping on a few scenes. Yeah, I agree, let's not talk about that, but the situation kind of lent itself to bringing up that example. But yeah, I agree, let's not talk about that. Because people got a little too angry about it. Question, if you fall from a significant height, like enough to kill, but fire something like a gravity grenade, could that prevent you falling to your death, or would the speed at which you're falling be too great? How do you mean? Like, because if you're falling from a height, and if you like throw a gravity grenade like immediately below you, so that there would be, it could act as a cushioning force, or it could act as a force that would actually make the impact worse, because you're falling at, let's say, terminal velocity, and then let's just say, I don't know, I don't want to actually look up what the terminal velocity of a human falling from the sky would be, but let's say you're just following at 50 meters per second or whatever. I know that's not terminal velocity, but whatever. And then you throw the gravity grenade and it's immediately below you. That could act as a cushion, so it could cushion your fall, but if it's a strong enough gravity blast that it's going to blast you the other direction, then it could be a force that just meets you, and it's those forces colliding, and it could just rupture your organs anyways. Now, what I think would be a way to actually, or more readily save yourself, is if you're falling in a direction here and you throw the grenade like kind of to the side, so it knocks your velocity off, knocks the trajectory, it would slow the speed at which you're going to collide the ground significantly, or speed at which you're going to collide with the ground significantly, and then, you know, you still get battered and beaten a little bit as you're rolling across the ground, but you'd likely survive at that point. Physics go brr. Yeah, pretty much. Better off something that kicks up wind so you can slow down your ascent, or, you know, use a parachute. Yeah, video game physics. Only assuming guns at pursue range. So there's drones. Scottish chaotic technopath. No bit of gun fu. Yeah. Got to use that as their landing strategy. Terminal velocity is 200 kilometers per hour or 120 miles per hour. Okay. How much is that in meters per second, though, Daisy? I never thought about it that way. Yeah, and that's the thing. There's a lot to think about in many different situations, and that's why writing is so difficult for me, because as I think about, okay, how would this actually physically work in the concept of the story? The character needs to be in this location for this attack, and then this location for another attack. How do they get from point A to point B? Oh, 66 meters per second. I said 50 meters per second, so I was close enough, I think. So either, okay, we thought about this, or rule of cool cancels all. Yeah, and unfortunately with Ruby, sometimes it's not exactly clear. Okay. Oh, this is one of the ones that just joins you, right. Thought it was 55.55 meters per second. That's why I said 50, because I thought it was 50 something, but it could be 66. Cool, though. We have our 4th Jupiter Djinn. So that means after I finish this battle, we can see the level 4 Jupiter summon. In my opinion, rule of cool doesn't justify everything. I completely agree, Washington. 100%. There are limits to the rule of cool. Absolutely. Pretty sure Yang just uses her shotgun gauntlets. Probably dislocate her shoulders a lot. In that instance, though, in the world of Ruby, the way I interpret it, at least, is your aura is absorbing a lot of that impact and keeping your joints connected. That's the way I interpret it. If she did that when her aura was broken, I would expect her shoulder to get completely dislocated as well. But if her aura is intact, I think that kind of adds as a cushion. Because that's also, aura is the reason why Team Ruby can walk around out in the tundra without having to worry about getting cold, because it acts as a bit of an insulator as well. So, you know, little things like that I can justify. When it's like, okay, Ruby using her scythe and the sniper rounds shot from it to slow her descent while jumping from a ship. That's rule of cool that I'm kind of like, eh. This is why Daisy uses her semblance, or her secondary weapon, which is a meteor hammer. Her secondary weapon is a meteor hammer? Secondary. What the heck is the primary then? No one lies on the internet. Yeah. Don't talk about Ruby's landing strategy. That would definitely cut her legs off a little bit. I mean, if her boots, like, well, they're combat boots, so in theory there might be metal plating at the bottom so that her weapon wouldn't just immediately cut through it. Plus, yeah, I just say that the metal plating making me think that someone's sidearm is a tactical nuke. We did see that dude in Volume 6 when he got his arm badly hurt. Didn't get torn off because his aura absorbed it enough to prevent the full limb tear. Yeah, he absolutely shattered his arm, though. Dudley. D was the one that got thrown off the train and is dead and gone. But Dudley lived, though he impacted with the wall enough to not only break his aura, but also his arm. Didn't get completely torn off, though, which, you know, is nice for him. He got to keep that. 777 coins! How lucky. Meteor hammers aren't that big. I mean, they sound large. Basically, like Yang's. Just chin and arm guards that she mostly close combat. Okay. if Tweedledum was a huntsman. Yes, they were huntsmen. Dee and Dudley were huntsmen. Barely passing in their class, apparently. They were essentially the team cardinal, I guess, of their school. Meteor hammers are just really heavy hammers, like Mjolnir, when someone tries to pick it up. Yeah. Okay, now we can actually see the level 4. Oh, Mimic? No, potion, okay. Oh, good. Big enemies. We'll summon. Like how you mentioned, you know, now we're talking about hammers and Mjolnir. It's very convenient. Because the level 4 summon for Jupiter is literally the god of thunder, Thor. It's called a meteor hammer. What do you mean it's not big? This bat almost made a C sidearm an anti-tank rifle minigun. Oh my god, a railgun sword now? Still, gonna call it a cannon, and it's the primary. Yeah, okay. But yeah. Now time to summon Thor. At least the Thor in Golden Sun. He's summoned from a magical circle in the sky. Yeah! And he just kills everything. Trying to figure out how to turn a hammer into a windsurfer, because I saw a hoverboard turn into 2 pistols. Yeah, Monty was very creative with the way that he allowed weapons to transform. Some of the functionality of some of them I do question just a little. But, you know. Oh, nice, a railgun sword? I feel like a lot of people are going with a railgun, and absolutely, because Neptune had a railgun, so we know it's possible. The buzzsaw gauntlets. Yeah. Thor lost some weight since God of War. Just a little bit. I mean, Kratos shaved off a little bit, didn't he? Actually, Odin shaved off a little bit. Oh, Lucky Pepper. Take care of these enemies. Yeah, regular attack's enough. Coco's minigun suitcase. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's one of them. Oh, that's... Oh, well, looks like we're fighting an antlion. Main reason for filling with the concept of railgun is because Halo 4 and 5. Okay. I don't have much experience with the Halo franchise personally. I played a little bit, like, just team fights with my friends when I was younger, but never actually played through any campaigns or played more than, I think, Halo 3 was the only one that I played. Sci-Fi was just saying that they really like Halo. I wasn't paying attention. Not paying attention. Wait. Okay, that's the other part of the desert. Just explore everything and everywhere looking for secrets. Halo's very good. I've heard very good things about it. Again, never played through the campaign. I've watched some of Achievement Hunters playthroughs of it, which were quite entertaining, but that was more due to the commentary rather than the game itself. But... considering there's been so many different Halo games made, I'm sure it's... well, obviously it's good enough to have multiple different games made. It's probably the best way to put it. I won't talk about the film adaptation. Was it bad? to buy Phoenix the Halo Infinite campaign to play co-op together. Unfortunately, I don't have time, Sci-Fi. I appreciate the offer, though. Because it's hard for me to commit to doing like a full campaign or anything, because there's a lot that I still want to do in terms of like content creation and other things that just take up a lot of time, so I can't commit to anything. I'm sorry. We, the Halo community, do not accept the adaptation? Oh, okay. I mean, if it's not true to the game, could it still be acceptable as like just an alternate story? Oh, there's nothing there. Darn. Oh, it's just a... Okay, well, I guess we're taking that damage. Meter hammer is basically weight of some kind of the end of the rope. The stone weighing about 14 pounds. Though probably it has with half the force of a bullet. Huh. Do not give the Halo TV show credit. Like, again, I've never watched it, so I am speaking from a place of ignorance. But could it not, like, was it just poorly written in general, or was it just not what you wanted to see from a Halo adaptation? Because that's two different things. If it wasn't what you hoped for, then that's understandable. But was it just bad in general? Question. If Haven had its students and hunters still alive, what types of weapon would they even use? Would they have ammunition, or would it be more like Vacuo? They'd have ammunition. Because it'd be similar weapons to Beacon, right? Because all of Team Sun is from Haven Academy, as well as Team Auburn. So Sun had his gunchucks, Neptune had his railgun. I mean, Sage and Scarlet really don't use ammunition that much. Sage just has a big old sword like Yatsuhashi, though his is a great sword. Yatsuhashi's is a different kind of great sword. Scarlet had... I'm forgetting the name of his weapons, but he essentially had a pistol and a saber. And then Team Auburn, well... their leader fought with pretty much just bare hands. Nadir... Just trying to remember everyone's names. That was the one that had one of them was the ones who had the hoverboard that transformed into a gun. Nadir had a rifle as well. So yeah, Haven definitely has weapons. Do you mean to tell me the legendary space warrior who is famous for helping murk entire armies, boink a hot space lady who is the betrayer? I mean, maybe? I tried so hard to defend the Halo TV show, I failed. I'll admit the Halo TV show had some good things, but more bad than good. Like, I'm just curious, because if it was messily paced and it didn't adapt the games too well, however, that's just my opinion. Was its intention to adapt the games? Is mainly what I'm getting at. Because there are movies that are based on the games, but telling its own individual story. Or based on a game telling its own individual story. Or was it actually meant to be just the actual game and a movie adaptation of the game story? Because an entire game story, like when the game campaign is supposed to take hours to complete, and you have to adapt it into like a 2-hour movie, well, there's gonna be... Right, we have to fight that. There's gonna be cuts and things that are gonna have to be made to adapt it properly. Well, to even try to adapt it to the big screen. Hoverboard was Reese. Yeah, Reese Chloris, right. Okay, so you don't need to go there. Oh, mint, nice. Nope, the writers said themselves, we do not follow canon at all. They just took the universe and bastardized Chief and even the basic laws of the Halo characters themselves. Okay! So, when it comes to things like that, you do want to keep at least the characters the same if you're going to adapt something from a different universe. Yeah, that's not really okay. Okay. We'll heal. I can set quartz. I can set forge. Well, actually, I'll keep Garrett up. Don't need Zephyr. Set Fizz, I guess. Yeah, I think that'll probably be okay. I think it's important to focus on a team to have similar inspirations, like Team Ruby being all based off of classic fairy tale main characters. It depends on what theme you're going for, right? It is nice to have something linking each member of a team together. Like, for example, Team Seraph, they're all based on characters from Greek mythology. And it just... I like it, but it's not necessary. But it is nice to have a team theme, I think. It wasn't tied to the game lore. It was in its own universe. Okay. Mixed up the numbers with the meteor hammer. Weighs 18 ounces, reaches about 14 feet. Why is it called a meteor hammer then? Because meteor implies like heavy impact, heavy damage. And I know like the but like 18 ounces and 14 feet, and if it's attached to like on a rope and everything, isn't that just a rope dagger? If you don't write the story same, at least keep the characters the same. Yeah, I agree with that, Shad. What is your major pet peeve when it comes to OCs? You want me to pick just one? Because there are two major ones that I can think of. I'll start with the one that I notice most often. And it's the thing that I think is overlooked the most as well. Over-designing weapons. People tend to, and again, I want to reiterate, I am no authority on OCs. I'm just someone who nitpicks a lot about them. But I do see a lot of people over-design the weapons of their OCs. Not every weapon needs to transform, and especially not every weapon needs every type of dust. It doesn't. It doesn't. It really doesn't, and frankly, shouldn't. Because not every character is going to specialize in dust combat. That is something else that they have to master, something else that they have to take account of, something else that they have to spend their time learning at the academies. And if they aren't, specialized in dust combat, then why do they have dust? Like, for example, Blake has dust that she can use in coordination or in conjunction with her semblance, but she doesn't use that all the time. It's just on the occasion when she has the dust available. Weiss is heavily focused on dust combat. She uses it all the time. That makes sense why she'd have that. Even though Ruby can use dust in her weapons, she doesn't very often, because that's not the way that she fights. She likes fighting with the scythe, and that's it. But I see a lot of people especially want to give their characters gravity and hard light dust, which gravity is a rarer type of dust, so there should be, either from Mistral or Atlas, I think, is where you'd have the highest concentration of gravity dust. And for hard light, your character better have connections to Atlas. All I'm saying. Because hard light dust, well, Atlas is the father of hard light dust. That is where it is created. It is a completely synthetic dust. It would not be available anywhere, especially in Vacuo. Because Vacuo itself does not really like Atlas for reasons. And, well, wouldn't really be buying dust from Atlas. Let's just say that. It knows 15,000 ways to defeat its enemies. Yeah. Phoenix is my Ruby historian. Oh, thank you, Violet. Sure is inspired by Japanese mythology. Children of Izanagi being... Yeah! That's a good basis for a team, Alex. Absolutely. Especially if they're a student. Oh, and characters with overly cliche stop stories. Yeah, when it comes to, like, writing a character story, you know, I'm not too critical on that, as long as it's not world-breaking. But for me, the nitpicks come down to, like, again, with the first Ruby OC video that I made, breaking the universe. Even if your character isn't overpowered, they need to make sense within the universe in which you're creating them for. There's no need for them to use all types of dust. There's no need for them to even use a singular type of dust. For my characters, I like to give them a singular type of dust to use. Adds just some extra utility, but I don't go beyond that unless they are actually specializing in dust-based combat, aka Zelina. She has multiple different types of dust because that's what she's decided to study at the academies. She's been researching different types of dust. She's spent her time trying to weave that into her combat, whereas Sarah, much more close combat. That's where she's focused her combat, and you know, the fire dust works well with her semblance, a fighting style that she was already used to using even from early age. So it's those types of things that just make sense. It wouldn't make sense if I also gave Sarah, you know, lightning dust, for example, just because. And it's like when I see people just have a character and then immediately just be like, okay, I'm going to give them gravity and hard light dust, the two rarest types of dust. It's like, okay, but why? How did they get it? Why are they choosing that specific dust to fight with? Yeah, breaking the universe, another big one. Yeah. Pet peeve reminds when someone makes an OC 8 foot tall, makes them weigh 125 pounds. Oh my god. So they'd be anorexic and dead? Then, if they're 8 foot tall and 125 pounds, because the only canon 8 foot tall person we've seen in Ruby is Hazel, and that man's built like a brick shithouse. DPLD is Deadpool. Happens as the amount of dust she does, aside from being primarily dust fighter, is that further augments her semblance. And yeah, like things like that make sense, but when it's like every character on a person's team, then it's like, okay, but why? Like, why do your characters have that? Because one thing that I don't think a lot of people realize, both when it comes to a character's semblance, a character's weapon, a character's, you know, the amount of dust that they use, etc., the more different forms or different ways of fighting that you give a single character, that is so much more. There, you are exponentially increasing the amount of time that a character would have to take to master those weapons, meaning they would have to train for way longer than their classmates to be able to get to the same level that they are at, to get to the same level of dexterity so that when they're in a fight, they can pick the best form of their weapon to handle a situation. Because that moment of hesitation could be the moment where, you know, Beowulf rips your head off and then you're just done. That's why every huntsman and huntress that exists in the Ruby series has at most 2 main forms of their weapon. And that's it. Because having those 2 main forms, and most of them not having dust capabilities other than just the rounds that they fire, allows them to master their weapons quicker and know how to handle situations with just, you know, the single form of their weapon, or just one or of the two forms of their weapon. So there's that less processing time in the middle of battle. Pyrrha being, you know, one of the main exceptions to that, where she has, you know, the sword, the spear, as well as her shield, and can fight in numerous different ways with them, because she's just, you know, the top of the top, winning tournaments across the kingdom that she's in. And if your character's at the level of Pyrrha, then that's already breaking the universe, because, well, you know, you're making your character a Mary Sue. So, cat. Meow. Yeah. Example of Phoenix is the same. Many of the students in combats use dust in moderation, mostly using their base weapons and acquired skill. Exactly, Shad. What level is Seraphina at? How do you mean? She's a first year at the academy, and she's fairly skilled in close combat, but what do you mean, like, what level? Like, if Pyrrha would beat her, yeah, Pyrrha would wipe the floor with her. 1v1. Dad, husband, OC for the family, uses wind to help boost hard light and gravity. Hard light and shield to extend it like Jean's for his, and his gravity to recall it back to him. But, like, the age of the character, I get that, you know, oh, an older character could have more tricks up their sleeve, more things that they could add to their arsenal, but why would they, is the main question. Just because they can doesn't mean they should. If they already have a fighting style that they're used to, they don't need the upgrades, right? Like, Jean only got the upgrades because he went to Atlas and was in contact with pretty much the greatest scientist who was in Atlas at the time. And, you know, Dr. Paul and Dina was able to upgrade all of their weapons, but, like, that's not necessary for every single character. And that is also one thing I see a lot of characters. Has the game been played in the past 10 minutes? No, I've kind of went on a little tangent here. Like, does she use fire dust in creative ways? Expert, or just is more of a beginner? I'd say she's intermediate, because she mostly uses the fire dust to power her semblance. She hasn't gotten too creative with it yet. But she does try to use the fire dust to attack enemies, like pretty much what I've described in the series thus far is the extent that she can use it. But yeah, she's not an expert. No, she's a first-year student. No first-year student should be an expert at anything by this point. Incorporated into his fighting as he experimented and found those dusts help him with his fights in different ways, as one of the inspirations behind him is Captain America. And, like, if his inspiration is Captain America, then sure, I understand the gravity dust to help him bring the shield back to him. But why hard light then? Why does he need to extend that shield outwards? Again, just because you can doesn't necessarily mean you should. And I'm not trying to criticize, I'm just asking at this point, like, why? And that's something that, you know, a lot of people... so the academy, they go high school or like college? College. Because they start at 17 years old, around that age, which is kind of like what you're supposed to be at in grade 12. So yeah, it's pretty much college. Yeah, they attend at 17 is like the general age, or you're going to be turning like 17 just after you start attending. For more protection, I guess, but like, again, if his Cap's shield doesn't protect that much, so the hard light extends to protect extends the protection of the shield. Like, I get the practicality of it, but through the story, how do they acquire the hard light dust? For example, at the time of how old are Seraph? they're graduates by that point. Of Volume 1. They're 2 years graduated by the time Volume 1 comes around. Decides to start huntsman training. The minor combat school starts young, so people decide to become huntsmen when they are like 11 or 12. The thing is, the combat schools, and this is something that I tried to reiterate in Seraph's story as well, not everyone attending the combat schools is intending to become a huntsman. That's what the huntsman academies are for. The combat schools are just to learn, like, self-defense and are kind of general school-ish as well. You're gonna learn combat there and how to defend yourself, because remember, they're living in a world where monsters plague it at every turn and could attack anyone's village at any point. So having some general combat sense makes sense for living in the world of Remnant. But not everyone's going to become a huntsman who goes to the combat schools. That's not everyone's goal. In Seraphina's village, for example, or her tribe, there were a number of people who were just general warriors. Many of them, if not most of them, had gone to the combat schools, but they just never went to the huntsman academies. That type of thing. He attended Atlas as a student, then the military. Okay. 2 possible weapons with a third kind of weird ways. Page using her daggers, pistols as blunt objects. Okay. That's a good way of going about it, Daisy. I think on the side of a hologram shield that Cap used to have. That would probably look at the reference image, Captain America. For my character, Dad gets gravity dust by trading some of the dust to the mines. And uses small amounts of it in OC's weapons so she can push or pull her weapons towards or away from her. Okay. And that is something I see incorporated into a lot of different weapons is, well, once we saw Roy Stallion's weapons with the saw blades, and especially Maria Calavera's weapons with the size that she can throw out and draw back to herself using gravity dust, a lot of people wanted to incorporate that into their weapon just because. Is that their main fighting style? Like with the Captain America shield, that makes a lot more sense. Hey Tony, how's it going? Oh, posture tech. But like, when it comes to the push-pull capabilities, is that something that they're going to use frequently enough to make it worthwhile having? Also, we should probably get back to the game. That is a good point. Alright, we'll just go fight the boss. Oh, Manticore! Excellent. Granite, Corona, boost resistance as well. Fuses arrows, husband dies, and dies, husband finds out, tries to save them both, sending Crow, but Crow doesn't make it. There's time to Crow make it Oh, okay. Nice, Tony. It was great at Hard's Light and Gravity Dust is. The skill of your character should not depend on how much dust or what kind. It should be a booster. Absolutely, Shad. I could not have said it better myself. That is an excellent point. Oh, it's our fighting style. They did animate her with that style, though it's like first version. I mean, that's completely alright, Violet. The fact that you can animate at all is incredible. It's not something I think I'll ever be able to do. So, definite huge props to you for being able to do that. Alice Military all have their main weapons, and side pistol turns into a combat knife. Okay, interesting way to go about it, Washington. That would make sense. Per people just sweltering while we speak. Yeah, pretty much. How a stonecutter uses iron nails to crack stones. Okay. What are the chances Manticores are in Vacuo, but we just haven't heard about them yet? Probably a good chance. Though the Manticores that we saw in Ruby were all ice-based. So I know they could fire fireballs, but yeah. but I don't know if they'd be in Vacuo. They might be a Grim specific to Mantle and Atlas. Oof. Shield, I forgot a primary calculator's mind. He is extremely great at fighting, but he does like to use Dust of Feeling Sneaky. Okay. Bah. Okay. Cybele. Gust. Spritz. Forog! 280. Ow. Okay, fever. Poison tail, no poison. Okay, good. Ivan be looking hurting. Need to heal. Okay, time it. Thor, Boreas. I was trying to edit a comment. No worries, Tony. Is water dust water potable? I think purified water dust might be Nin, but not immediately out of the ground, I don't think. Yes, one of the OCs I created can use water dust, but it's impure water dust. Like it's not water dust that can be used for drinking or anything like that. It's meant to be impure water dust that Vacuo just does not have the resources to purify, hence why the students can use it in their weapons. Yeah. Nile already does, yeah. Can you get a better view of shirt? It's Alphonse Elric and Artoria Pendragon from Fullmetal Alchemist and the Fate series, respectively. It's a good shirt. I like it. Yeah, of course, Violet. Plant dust makes plants grow, like a fertilizer of sorts. Yeah. Water dust just makes water. Plant dust just makes plants. But there are going to be different purities of the dust. Though that has never really been specified in the Ruby series itself. Because a few things that I've introduced into Seraph's story are kind of me putting basic logic in and saying, okay, this is likely how certain things would go. Oh, nice, we won. And look, we get to go into the cave. Like, the way that things go at the combat schools, for example, is one of the things that I kind of took my own liberties on because we've just never had anything on it. Like how, you know, people entering the combat schools, some people are going to have their auras awakened, some people are already going to have their semblances discovered. Oh, also, up here, on this little island, I'm pretty sure is meant to be... Yeah! Just a Venus Djinn out in the wilds. Nothing to really tell us that it's there. It's just only based on my memory that I know it's there. Because I think this is one of the ones I might have been missing when I was young. For the fanfiction I'm run right, there will be Dust Rock Candy. Water dust is blueberry raspberry. This is a chemical that causes slap against to make your mouth water mixed in the juice of a flooding mouth. Fire dust are like Cinnamon candies, electricity is lemon lime. Okay. So not, you know, actual dust in them, just dust-inspired candies. It's good to specify, just in case. Heat wave, storm ray, tundra. Oh, good. Yeah, links aren't allowed to be posted here, unfortunately. Oh, nice, we won. You sounded surprised. Yeah, a little bit. I didn't know we would win exactly at that moment. But, bah. Oh, one dead. Excellent. Who wins, Zwei or Ember? Oh, Zwei. 100% Zwei. This cat barely can function. Oh, it multiplied. Like, on a single brain cell, whereas Zwei has aura unlocked. Like, there's no contest there. Who would run the internet more? Zwei. I thought cats the internet wouldn't exist. But the internet didn't have Zwei when it was first coming into being. If it did, the internet would be very different nowadays. Another town. It's Kale! Welcome to Kale. You may enter so long as you do not disrupt the peace. The bridge in the north was destroyed by lava. Thankfully, it's been rebuilt. Okay. It's in the pot. Oh, great, a vial. The healer's desk. Just realized I'm gonna need to Google how to make fire explosions for the fight animation and how to make other special effects. Oh, that sounds like it's gonna be difficult. Oh, nothing new, huh? I believe these are all things I've... Frost Wand is new. That goes up by 13. That goes up by 30. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Garrett can get the game ticket. Cool. Get rid of the elixir. We don't need the Arctic Blade, unfortunately, anymore. Anything here? Not really. Yeah, I think we're alright. Yeah, oh yeah, this is one of the towns where we can just go and stand next to the merchant. Lord Hammett sells all the best weapons elsewhere. His weapons are good, but they're not the best Kale makes. Oh, so he's hoarding the best ones for himself. You have to disrupt the peace now. No! I got a fire slice I could reuse, but has no explosions. Gotta start Googling. Can do small things, just not animations. Sit down and have a very long session that goes like 5 seconds in. Okay. Well, if you can figure it out, I look forward to seeing what it looks like. Don't really think there's anything much in... I don't think we need to heal up. I think we're probably okay. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything at the moment. But a jerkin. I'm guessing that's meant to be a coat of some kind. Well, it's got high defense. Iron shield. Oh, they already have better than that. Heavy gauntlets. Well, don't really increase by much. Silver circlet, though, is what they already have. Mail cap. Okay. Increases by 4. So it's better than that. Really doesn't increase by much, huh? Edible combustion dust, oh god. How did Kirby not make dust-inspired rock candies? Or have them in the show? I'm pretty sure they did make dust-inspired rock candies. I'm pretty sure that happened a while ago. I just don't think they kept them in stock. Water balloon fights are how Phineas is using for Trident Boy. Yeah. Using water... If water balloons were made from water dust, or they used water dust to fill water balloons, everyone in Vacuo would just cry. Especially if it's purified water dust. Critics are still to Ruby's dad, explains what happens, and they take her in. Nice. Food's here. Nice, Daisy. More Cheetos? Or like actual food. Oh, there's a smoke bomb in the oven. Basically high pressure water. Yeah. No, it was shown in chapter 4, I think. I think it was chapter 4, where he fought against Sarah. Yeah, it's pressurized water dust. No, face the correct direction. There we go. Remember much from the stories. It has been a while since I've released a new chapter. The tunnel. Back with Cookout. Nice. I'm guessing that's a restaurant name or like an app. Free Ruby's OCs had a free-for-all battle. Who would win? I cannot answer that question because I have not revealed all of the capabilities of my OCs yet. I'm gonna save just in case because I don't know if I have to... Okay, I don't have to battle this one. Phoenix doesn't want them to fight. Well, I wouldn't say that necessarily, Sci-Fi. There's situations that may or may not come about. I believe over here that's just blocked off by gate, right? Yeah, can't get through here. So is Seraphina's semblance used as a last resort or in a strategic way? She uses it in strategy. In one of the fights she had, in the first fight she had in the series, she used it to absorb heat before a fight so she could have it available before she ever had fire dust. There's treasure. But we can't get to it yet. Is that another... No. Okay, well. Runs to get chocolate muffin. Must get a shiny? Yeah. So much treasure, but unfortunately we cannot get it right now. We can later, though. Every team's got to have some kind of fight. Yup. That's one thing that I really wish we saw more of, like in the early volumes of Ruby, was, you know, face-offs between the different team members. Because it's I think it's kind of fun to pit your characters against each other. That's why people like tournaments so much. You know, yeah, of course, you have the heroes fighting against the villains, but it's interesting to see the heroes face off against each other, too. This is Lord Hammett's palace. The Lord is away. Please be gone. We will happily welcome visitors once he has returned. But... it is I. Please permit me to see Lady Liana. Ivan? I didn't recognize you. You're so tan, but it's really you? Moofin' good. For Seraph, more so Sarah and Zelina, since you can talk more about them, what are their favorite snacks? Well, here's the thing. They live in Vacuo. Snacks are few and far between, right? So it would... The sad thing is we don't really know much about the cuisine in Vacuo. We know that sand crab is apparently a treat to have, because, you know, you'd have to actually take out the sand crabs, but beyond that, we don't really know what would constitute a snack in Vacuo. I mean, Zelina likes sweets. We know that. That's a given, but if you gave Sarah a muffin, would she die? What kind of muffin are you giving? Would she ever travel outside of Vacuo? Yes. Yeah, she would. Zelina herself wants to travel, and Sarah would probably go with her. Ivan, you've grown so much. Yes, you've changed, Ivan. Please tell us, will Lord Hammett be freed soon? Freed? He's a prisoner? I can see we'll need to fill you in on everything. No, we won't leave. My companions and I have overcome many hardships together. Very well, then. I remained in vault to look for his stolen rod. The shaman's rod, but I was able to recover it. Is everything big there? Because we got big turtle out of the sand. We got big crab of doom. Oh, and the worm of death. Yeah. A bird died from chocolate. Oh no. I bet some boys or girls saw Sarah and Zelina. I mean, everything might be large there in terms of the wildlife, because really, Vacuo actually has the most just regular wildlife that we've seen. Yes, he was heading north. Must have been when Lord Hammett went toward Loompa. And make realistic means of how they met. And then fight. Oh, okay. Because they're characters from opposite ends of the world. I mean, the easiest way for them to fight would just be in your version of the Vital Festival tournament, would it not? That seems like a realistic way, right, Lila? And I heard you were back, Ivan. I dared hope that Lord Hammett had returned with you. Unfortunately. We sent the ransom money demanded, so you should return soon, right? Leadership in Loompa has passed from its founder, Loompa, the noble thief, to his son, Donpa, and then to Loompa's grandson. The Donpa is a very evil man. His father, Donpa, is heartbroken at the state of Loompa now. First, the volcano erupted, and then the ransom note came right after the eruption. We rushed the money to them right away, so it's been quite a while since the eruption. Chicken quesadilla? Nice! I love these naming schemes. Loompa, Donpa, Dodonpa. Hama from Lama. They would have to build a stadium, and that's a lot of work. I just made a dirt arena. Big screen that shows their aura levels. A few houses around. It's like a training exercise along the lines. It's still in the works. Okay, so if it's just like a dirt arena, is it like sand? Like, would they be fighting in Vacuo, or would it be dirt as in they're fighting somewhere else? Because, yeah, that's curious. I mean, it could be a skirmish before the Vital Festival tournament, because we do know that characters, it's kind of an exchange during the Vital Festival. They go and spend some time at the other academies, do like a mission or something at those schools, again, to show the unity of the four kingdoms. And then there's the tournament afterwards. So, yeah. Is it possible they have no intention of letting him go? Yeah, most likely. Dodonpa won't release him? Of course not. If they were going to release him, they'd have done it by now. I'm sorry, but I think Ivan might be right. Yeah, Hamet's just kind of crap, out of luck. It's the Pokemon pick. Oh, okay. It does kind of look like a sand environment, so maybe it's in Vacuo? What if something has happened to him? Exactly what the soldiers of Kayle are here for. Command us to attack, and we shall. Yeah, go to war. It might be a boss grim that Ruby and crew fight when they get to Vacuo. Maybe. We'll need to see. How can we guarantee Hamet's safety if we send soldiers to attack? Cannot put Hamet's life at risk. A giant worm of doom. Garrett thinks that we can help. If you fail, your lives would be in danger too. Besides, don't you have your own quest to pursue? Yeah. There had to be a reason Ivan stayed with you instead of returning home directly from Vault. They will not kill him. He's too good of a hostage. Sounds like Hamet knows about our mission, doesn't he? Suppose I can keep it a secret no longer. I shall tell you. He swore an oath to a Jupiter adept. A Jupiter adept? Have you heard of a village called Vale? Huh, yes, in fact, we are from there. Then the prophecy was true. What prophecy? 3 years after the terrible storm that struck only Mount Aleph, Ivan must depart on a journey with warriors from Vale. So it was foretold. I've heard nothing of any such prophecy. What would you say about a character who is physically human but has some mutations from Faunus genes in the family, making their features look more Faunus? Making their hair more maney like a lion? Like, from what we've been told about the genetics in the Ruby universe, a human and a Faunus, genetically, an offspring would be a Faunus of the same type as the Faunus parent. Apparently that is 100% guaranteed. That is just what happens. So I don't really think that that would be likely. Can there be a moth Faunus? Probably. Because when two Faunus parents of, I don't want to say differing species, but with differing Faunus traits, when they have an offspring, it's pretty much the genetic lottery, right? It could just... Yeah, there probably could be. I meant like Faunus genes from several lines back, but like, that's the thing. A Faunus and a human get together, and they 100% of the time produce a Faunus child. So, where in the family line would it stop being a Faunus child? Because, okay, human and a Faunus get together, faunus child. That child gets together with a human, faunus child. That child gets together with a human, faunus child. As far as we're led to believe, that is 100% how it would go. So, this conversation I never expected to happen. Well, I mean, genetics is important when you consider, like, things like that. So, as far as we're led to believe, there would not be, like, partial genetics type things happening. And we don't know about mutations in Remnant. Punnett square for all this. I don't think so, because essentially the faunus traits are always dominant. It's just with the stigma around faunus, due to the history of Remnant as a whole, the faunus and humans don't really intermingle that often. And considering that the faunus population has been pretty much segregated to one part of the world and has dwindled in comparison to the human population, then yeah. Would there be faunus that has the trace of an extinct animal? For example, saber-toothed tiger fangs? I'm gonna go with no, because we have not seen anything like that for the Ruby series. Every faunus we've seen has just had traits of regular animals that are known to us in our world as currently living species, currently existing species. So I don't think there's going to be like prehistoric animals or mythical animals or anything like that. A faunus with T-Rex arms. Because, like, you know, if you think of One Piece, for example, there are the ancient zone devil fruits, and there's also the mythical zone devil fruits. Because, I mean, if a phoenix faunus could exist, absolutely I would have chosen to make Seraphina a phoenix faunus. But, you know, I just am going... Because you don't need to make a prehistoric faunus to get the necessarily the traits that you'd want, but yeah, I don't think extinct animals would be possible, just because we haven't seen it up until this point. I mean, if they wanted to introduce faunus into Ruby canon that were prehistoric, they could, but because, you know, when two faunus of differing traits get together, you play the genetic lottery, so who's to say there wouldn't be some extinct genes still present in the gene pool? So I'd say, personally, no, until we see it in Ruby itself, until we see it in Ruby canon. Extinct faunus species? Well, like, the genes for various faunus traits have to come from somewhere, right? For example, cat ears, or bunny ears, or a cat tail, or things like that. So there might be somewhere in the genetic code something for, you know, a T-Rex arms, for example. But we just have not... There's no basis for anything like that in Ruby. Hammett felt he had reached an impasse as a merchant then. He risked his life on a journey to find a new source of business. Sounds like an unnecessary risk. He was in mortal danger at the southwestern edge of the world, when some adepts appeared and saved his life. He had lost consciousness. When he awoke, he found himself in their village. Am I from that village? Yes. The adept gave him the shaman's rod and you, along with some doubloons. Doubloons! Were they golden doubloons? Let's see, you are called... Mia. It was a lot of gold, but he also received some business advice. The greatest merchant ever known? That might be a stretch. Hammett has the adepts to thank for his success. He was advised to buy silk in Xi'an and sell it in Tobi. see anything sell so well, it's like a dream come true. Welcome to Jurassic Remnant. So where do you think Remnant's version of Australia is? That's Vacuo. I mean, if you read After the Fall, it tells you pretty clearly. Hey G, how's it going? It's got my whack, haven't popped in a while. How is everything? It's going pretty well so far. The gameplay hasn't been going that smoothly because we've been having a bunch of breaks to talk about Ruby OCs, but it's been going pretty well. Who's to say genetic mutation? Oh yeah, if it's an alternate universe thing, absolutely go wild with genetic mutations. Faunus gene not being dominant to mutation, the genes of the Faunus still in the genetic code, and if it's alternate universe, give your Faunus 2 Faunus traits, for example. Like, honestly, do it. Alternate universe, go for it. And at that point, if you want to talk about genetic mutations, they could have a Faunus trait from 2 different species of animal. Why not? Alternate universe. As most of the island is death. Well, most of the island is uninhabitable, mostly because, as far as I'm to understand, it's just desert. There are obviously Grimm there, as there are in every place, but, you know, Vacuo we've seen depicted as having just regular wildlife. Just regular wildlife, not Grimm, wildlife that wants to kill you. That seems different than anywhere else in Remnant, because on top of that regular wildlife, there's also the Grimm that want to kill you. The rest of the world just has the Grimm. Vacuo also has the wildlife. I'm a young lad. What game are you playing? This is a game called Golden Sun. It was made way back in the year of 2001. Yeah, don't forget the people. Yeah, there's a lot of people there. Granted, there's people everywhere. There's, you know, the spiders in Mistral. There's the underground communities in Vacuo. There's Roman. Bro, you were born then? Ugh, I'm so old. Because I was 7 years old when this game came out. When him had picked up his knack for business. It is something you will need on your journey. I'd have to ask Hammett to use the shaman's rod to obtain it. He looked for this object wherever he went, but he could never find it. Then, 3 years ago, a storm struck, one that hit only Mount Aleph. Hammett was worried that time was running out. But he had managed to unearth a clue just in time. That, Ivan, is why he took you to the caravan on his last journey north. This must be why he left the rod in my care, but then... You mustn't blame yourself. It was my carelessness that caused the rod to be stolen, and ultimately, that's why Lord Hammett is being held in Lumpa. You must continue your journey and complete your quest. You cannot blame yourself. 7 years older than your older brother? Oh god. Yeah, sci-fi, you're a youngin'. Not realizing how much older you are than me. How did you not realize this already, Daisy? You're just about to hit drinking age, and I've been drinking for years. Also makes me feel worse, because then I realize how old I am. It's okay, Violet. No wash, contain yourself. What will happen to Hammett? Don't forget the soldiers of Kayla. The soldiers want war. Sorry, I can't tell you more about the shaman's rod. The shaman's rod will help us find that thing we need for our quest, right? Very specific. Yes, we'll look for a thing. Sure. Is this the right decision? Did I make a mistake? Well... That's it. Eloquent as ever, Garrett. Yeah, no kidding. Putting up a strong front whenever people are around. It's so hard to see her like this. Yeah. Is there anything? No, there's nothing there. Okay. But what's in here again? Kale Tunnel entrance. Yeah, let's go to the cave. No? I'd like to let you go, but I cannot. You'd better just turn around. Why? I don't remember this. I don't remember this from when I was a kid. Secret tunnel! It's probably the closest thing I'll ever have to an older sister. Aw! That's nice, sci-fi. The younger of two. I'm an only child. I do not know the joys and frustrations of having a sibling. Let alone two. Oh, okay. But now we do have 4 of every Jinn now. So now we can use every summon in this game. Because there's only level 1, 2, 3, 4 for each element. That is all that's in this game. In the next game, it gets a little bit more creative, but for now, we only have a few. So, the summons that we now have are Meteor, hence why Meteor hammers are, you'd think, would be stronger, because Meteor is supposed to be a really strong attack, and Judgment. So we'll start with Judgment, which is my favorite of the summons. And time to cook a mushroom. Yeah! So, okay, it'll attack, and now Judgment. Yeah, it's pretty much just a supernova. Just nuke. Just nuke the place. And the mushroom doesn't exist anymore. I always found it funny that Judgment, the Earth's ultimate summon, summons a warrior from the sky. But now, just Meteor does exactly what you think it does. Let's be honest here. Out in space, you know, just summons a meteor from the sky. That's all it does. Just summons a meteor. My message sends on accident. I mean, it happens. 3 older sisters, 1 older brother, 1 younger sister, and a younger brother. Oh my gosh, Washington. That's a huge family. What's the blast radius? Rule of God is incoming. Yeah. What's the blast radius on this thing? Yes. Pretty much. But now this bridge is the bridge that we saw at the beginning of the game. And now we're back in the place where we get 4 experience for killing an enemy. Hey guys, remember this? Remember where we beat the thieves in this place? Yeah. And you want to know what's also fun? I hit somebody, so they put me in here. Yeah, those thieves that we captured, right? Where are they now? Oh no! Oh, it's you. I was just talking about you with our mayor. You're all really strong, so I say let those thieves attack. They won't be able to get past you. Right, except we're not staying in the village, old man. Talk about over-designed weapons that make me nervous about the ones I made. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm no authority on OCs. I just have a lot of opinions. You've come back to Vault. Ever since you left, all sorts of crazy things have been happening. Those thieves you caught have escaped from jail. We were worried that they might come after you. Have you run into them? No. Well, that's good. Be careful. There's no telling what they might do. Yeah, so they let the thieves go. Not here. Is it? Yeah. Here we go. I have a lot of leftover bones from dinner. Here, do you want some? Yes, actually I do. Take as many as you want. We got a bone! And there's a reason we grabbed the bone. Because if you remember, back when we were here before, something, since you're a wise elder, what is your favorite drink? Ooh, Long Island iced tea is always a good choice. White Freezy or Blue Lagoon, those are always excellent as well. It's gotta be some mixed drink. Absolutely. Those things are great. Or if you have good tequila, just tequila. Tequila good. But if you remember, back when we were here before, how there's just that gin over there that just sits there, and you have no idea how to get to, and you can't get to it when you're here. I'm 28 but don't drink. I mean, honestly, I rarely drink as well, and it's the healthier lifestyle is to not drink. There's was Bob Ross. No. I've already drank. I mean, a lot of people have, as long as you drink responsibly. But we decided to go to an arcade with a bar for your birthday. Your brother was so upset he had to be DD. Why would you do that to your brother? But there's so we can't get to that gin initially, and the game does not tell you how to get to that gin. But you see how these rocks are conspicuously shaped? There's just a staircase in the middle of them. That is how you are supposed to be able to get this gin. What would a Bob Ross OC be like? And the only way that you're supposed to ever be able to find out how you get that gin is by mind reading this dog. If you bring me some bones, I'll tell you a secret. And that's why we went to grab the bone. And the dog jumps on that spot to let you know. A careful search will reveal a passage leading underground nearby. You might just find some treasure inside. Yeah. The dog is the one that is supposed to be the hint. That's it. That's the only reason why you're able to figure out how to get there. The dog led me into a trap. A mimic here. The dog's evil. Favorite drink is a nice cold can of water. Canned water? Not bottled water? I really want the smug emote. Yeah, I really want it to be unlocked from Twitch hell as well. Ugh. Hey Saint, how's it going? Welcome to stream. Free the smug. See, when everyone says Bob Ross, I think about Ark Survival. Oh my gosh. Oh, really? Flint is still the only attacking gin that we have? Great. Storm Ray. Yeah, Tundra. If you get the All Hell Ember, will you wear a Bob Ross outfit too? Oh god. The neck just popped loudly. Painfully, or is it one of those pops that feels good afterwards? Erska is trained by Crow and Taiyang, sister with Ruby and Yang. Okay, nice, Tony. And we killed the Mimic. Isaac's now level 19. And all we got was a vial. Then me, not Daisy. Aw, but Daisy in a Bob Ross costume would be hilarious. Oh. Right. This is a whole little dungeon in and of itself. More Bob Ross posting. Ghost Mage. Sure. So now I'm thinking of Daisy in a Bob Ross outfit. His time has come. Night calls free. All right, nice, Washington. Thank you for joining in on stream. Sleep well. Don't know. I have the stuff for a Bob Ross cosplay. Well, I'm sure the internet can find some places to order some. Amazon, maybe? Think about Deadpool as Bob Ross. Yeah, that advertisement for Deadpool was pretty entertaining for sure. Okay, I need to move some of this around. Give that to Garrett. Give that to Mia as well. The Vambrace increases defense and attack. That'll increase by 1. That's by 5. By 5. 4. Well, let's give it to Ivan. Why not? Most things with Deadpool are entertaining. Absolutely. Now we need to frost a... Really? We're like 1 pixel off? There we go. Ugh. Need to be facing the exact right direction. Well, gonna go to bed as well. Okay, good night, Violet. Sleep well. Thoughts on Ruby X Justice League? Both the comic and upcoming movie. I haven't read the comic. And, like, to be honest, Justice League just has never really been my thing. I've never been a huge Justice League fan, or a fan of the DC universe in general. But I'm curious to see how it goes. I haven't read the comics yet, but I probably should before, oh, excuse me. Before the air date of, of the movie, so that I can make videos on it in preparation. But I really don't have any opinions on it. I don't mind the crossovers, as long as, you know, there's not supposed to be anything canon about them, that they're all just pretty much their own story, their own universe, their own thing. Oh, nice, you're on Lost Ages. Yeah, I'm just replaying the original Golden Sun. I remember a lot of it from when I was a kid, but it's just been so long since I played it. And then Lost Ages will be afterwards. How far have you gotten in Lost Ages so far? So many enemies. Ooh. Gargoyle and a cave troll. The troll in the dungeon. Be nice if we could unlock some... the next level of the Spire Psi energy, but... what happens when you Judgment Underground? Same animation, though reality, Cave would probably drop. I love how Flash is a turtle faunus, yet has super speed. Is he? I didn't know that. That's what they went with, and oh, right. Okay. I forgot about this puzzle. Yeah. Nope. Okay, this is annoying. You have to time it so that the drops of water don't fall and extinguish the flame. This is mildly annoying. Okay, gonna push that out of the way. That's what you have so far for a backstory? Nice, Tony. It's a good, good little story to actually, or good little interaction to get your character introduced to the family and where they start out, and then you can start building on it from there. Sent me the video with the meteor hammer science. All right, I'll have to watch it after stream. Oh. And that's why I need to not read chat while I'm doing this, because I get distracted and then miss the timing. Well, that was my own fault. Oh well. To be honest, I thought the water hit it. It did. But you need to time it like right after the drop lands so that you can move it through without the water hitting. Oh well. It doesn't take us too long to get back to the same spot we were at before. Okay, one there. Okay, now go fast. Okay, good. Yeah, it never got to this point. Yeah, it's a little further into the game. Okay, because here, no. Okay. This cave system is larger than I remember. Yeah, I don't remember the layout of this entire cave, if I'm being completely honest. Early game I have fairly down pat for Golden Sun. The later game, not so much. I use Synergy because it's a lot faster. Yeah, I do as well. I just... normally try to conserve it so I always have it available for healing. Because Ivan seems, at least in my playthroughs, Ivan likes to die a lot. So he needs heals more often than not. What were... Oh, this is a different one. No, it's the same one. Did we just went in a circle? But what? Why? Why though? Oh, so we can go down here. That makes sense. It is a little bit infuriating. Saw stairs. Yeah, there's. It seems a little bit roundabout here. So then we hop over here, and this is all just to get that one gin. There you are, you little shit. Get over here. Earlier playthrough I was really over leveled because I got stuck before Kalima. Yo, me too! I remember my first playthrough as well. I got stuck at Kalima Forest because I could not for the life of me realize that I needed to drop down the center leaf at the top of the tree to get to the bottom. And I ended up being like level 19 or 20 before I summons Meteor under Village, destroy Village. Yeah, pretty much rail. And I was like level 19 or 20 and was just breezed through the rest of the game after that point. But yeah, I got stuck at Kalima as well. Couldn't get past the barricade. Yeah, makes sense. That'll do it too. Anyone else want to see Henry Stickmin? I don't know that game. That is not one I am familiar with, Sci-Fi. Yeah, there's definitely some tricky things about this game, which makes it just all the better in retrospect. It was frustrating as hell when I was a kid, but it's looking back, it's really good game design, and I wish more games nowadays had hidden secrets and other things that make doubling back more worth it. Because we just came back all the way to one of the beginning villages, and yeah, there we go. Loved it as a child, loved it as an adult. Absolutely. One of, honestly, is my favorite game from the Game Boy Advance, just period. And probably my favorite game series of all time, if I'm being honest. I really love Golden Sun so much. We don't talk about the other one. Dark Dawn was good. Frankly, I was just happy to get another addition to the franchise. Lost Age is fantastic, and Dark Dawn's, it could be better, but it's all right. But anyways, in other news, we made it to Loonpa, guys. Sleep bomb. Why do we need a sleep bomb? You want to see Donpa? Donpa is in the fortress. You'll have to go there if you want to see him. But security at the fortress is very tight. Yeah, this is where Hammond's being kept. Don't come any closer to the fortress. How can he be so devious? I can't believe he's the son of Donpa. Not even a mouse could enter this fortress while we're on watch. Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot enter the fortress right now. You'd have to be a shadow to sneak past me. Oh, hint, hint. We'll find a way in later in the game. It's a great way to use Hammond to keep extorting money. I have to decide if Summer's Live takes... what do you think? It could go either way. Like, since it's an alternate universe, it's... However you want to write it is the way you want to go. Like, do you have a place for Summer in the story? Is probably where the best question to start with. Get the sound of frogs coming from the inside. Oh. Donpa has no idea what Donpa is doing. Village would change if Donpa heard about Dompa's evil deeds. Oh no. Alright. Forgot about that. Can we get anything special from here? I'll tell you, as much armor as you like, once the village is reopened. Enjoy it, but it, need better QL. Yeah, it did need a little bit better quality of life. They made, one of my main criticisms of Dark Dawn is that they made the leveling a little bit too easy. Okay, need to position this properly, because look, we just revealed a random puddle that was obscured. Sci-Fi wants snacks. After reading a fanfiction, can't get the image that Roman has a weapon that's a part Tommy gun out of my head. Yeah? Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Oh my god. Need to be in the exact right direction. Now, do you think aside from learning about Salem, Summer's death could have been another cause for Raven leaving? I don't think so, because Raven left well before Summer left. Because Raven left before Ruby was ever born. And at least as far as we know, and there was a switch on the wall that opened up a cavern with so much loot inside. Oh, water of life. Yeah, smoke bomb. Lucky metal's nice. Elixir. And an antidote. I mean, water of life is great. Lucky metal's great. Everything else you can kind of do without. Is Garrett the one with all the... No, Ivan has the lucky metals. There we go. Into the hole! Sveta go burr. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, she does. The punchy wind at her. Just see someone phase into a wall. Honestly, yeah, that's what it would look like from the outside observers. But yeah, I don't think Summer's death could have been another cause for Raven leaving. That might have been a cause for her not to come back, but Raven left before Ruby was born, as far as we know. So, yeah. But there's one other place that we can still visit. Actually, a couple places that we can still visit now that we have some new synergy. I don't even know why I'm fighting these. They give literally no experience. 9 experience. Yay. And another smoke bomb. Great. Always need more of those. Cause look, guys, we're home. If it isn't Isaac, you came back home, huh? Now this is actually when we're supposed to, you know, go reveal that, but you can do that earlier. Let's go see how Mom is doing. I'm sure she'll be so happy to see us. Oh, and look who it is as well. Meow. Yes, hello. Hello, Mom. Oh no, she's dying. Is it the innkeeper? Is it time to eat? No? Then who? Isaac! Are you finally home? Have you completed your mission? You haven't, have you? Oh no, she's angry. For you've forgotten your promise. You promised you wouldn't come back until your quest was complete, right? Yeah. You broke your promise because you were worried? How dare you! Who told you I was ill? The mayor? Or was it the innkeeper? No. Telling me you were surprised to see me in bed? Can't get out of your promises just because you're worried about me. Just caught a cold, that's all. She caught the plague, guys. Don't. What happened to her? She's just sick. She's just sick. And maybe die. I'm sorry I seem so harsh, Isaac. I'm so happy to see you. I'll be waiting for you to come home for good. No dead parents, not again. Yeah, I mean, this game isn't exactly kind when it comes to... How's that? Hello, cat. Yes, hi. Good. Garrett returned home to see his sibling. What happened? You're back already? Already? What kind of way is that to greet us? They said you might never come back. Gee, they had so much faith. Seems like you're not back for good, just visiting. Is that what it seems like? You all look like you're about to leave. Yeah, pretty much. The boulder of death, yeah. No, I'm not going to kiss the cat. He doesn't deserve it. You're smarter than you look. Family was fine as long as you're here. Yeah. Whatever you do, you must protect the family while I'm gone. No pressure. It's been a while. No, haven't gone to see Dad yet. He's being worried. Garrett has such a nice family. Shad, hello. Did you not need to get some sleep? The boulder. The border is conflicted about attacking an innocent child. The boulder is no longer conflicted. What, are you scared? The pebble? The boulder is no longer conflicted. Sounds like you're scared, boulder. Ah. Ah, cat hair in the eye. Oh god. Cat, this is your fault. Why? Ugh, that's uncomfortable. Also loaf. Oh, it's 2:39 p.m. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Ugh. There we go, that's better. Don't get me wrong, I was just worried you might get into trouble, because, you know, you're not that bright. Well, she knows. You home for good, or... Pros and cons of cat? Pros, cat. Cons, cat. Yes. Oh, she's sad. But yeah, we'll go visit Garrett's family. Why not? Yes, cat. What? Shouldn't we look for Garrett? What if he's dead in a ditch somewhere? Isaac still doesn't know about Dora, right? Someone should tell him. You miss Garrett, don't you? You're looking for an excuse to find him. Well, Grandma noticed. She's having a heart attack. Someone help her. Grandma, what's the matter? Are you choking? It's Garrett. She misses Garrett too. No, you idiot. Ugh. They're all a bunch of doofuses. And Grandpa finally woke up from his nap too. Well, Garrett. Cat, sit down. No, not yet. Oh, I'm glad you're home, even if it's just for a little while. What are you doing, Cat? What's the matter with you? What's wrong with you? $8K? Nice, Sci-Fi! Almost to the 10K! You're leaving again soon, aren't you? Yep. Oh, they're just happy to see him. Let me introduce you to my new friends. 14.5 of cold feathers of warmth. Cold death feathers of warmth. I'm Mia from Email. Yeah, friends from all over. Please look after Garrett. He needs the help. Yeah. Tell us not to worry, that is just a fever. Yeah, well... wasn't too smart to talk about Dora without checking for Isaac. Wish we could tell him the truth. Uh-oh. Dora not doing so well. He always makes his mother worry. Mia is such a nice girl. I wonder who Garrett likes more, Mia or Jenna? It's... must be nice to be young and gallivant about with lovely girls. Grandpa, get your mind out of the gutter. Two friends are also polite. Very happy to see that. I wish you could be more like Ivan, Garrett. Oh no. Oh, Shad's at 8K too. Unfortunately, they've blocked off Soul Sanctum. So we can't go back. No path through. I'm all alone in this dangerous place. Can't the Great Healer treat me like this? Because it's still, like, actively erupting, apparently. Grandpa! But there is even more of a reason we came back to this place other than just talking to Garrett's family. Because over here, there's actually a place we can go. Okay, need to be closer to the boulder then, I guess. Need coordinate plan to constantly decrease all hair ember. Yeah, Sci-Fi's working on it. And then there's a cave behind the house. A cave that we need reveal for, because there's just a post in the middle. So just having lift is not enough. We need more. Oh, right. Okay, I remember this. Let's see. Cat? No. Can we summon Ramses? That should be good. I will embark on the purpose with you. Yeah, it is my main purpose right now. Well, it'll be a long journey. I do not think it'll be worth it, but to each their own. Yeah, okay. And Jupiter, Jin. Yeah, little checkpoints all blocked off by different synergies. So... can pull that. The box just sinks into the water. Mimic? No, nut. Great. Always love having the nuts. Hop over here. Never lucky whenever we unlock All Hail Ember. Someone could use make this a video. I mean, probably. All Hail Ember started at 10 million channel points. So by the time All Hail Ember gets unlocked, I'm sure there will be plenty of people with tons. Hello, Rail. Still cold. Do you not have blanket? There's no blankets around? Storm Ray. Just a regular attack. Ragnarok, that's probably actually going to take out the bear, huh? Yep. Oh my gosh, they all duplicated. They multiplied. Wow. Multiplied a lot. Oh, the blanket's in the wash. Only had one blanket? Why dost thou not have multiple blankets? To make a blanket fort? Ah, that's just a dead end. Okay. I did increase the price of OC help, but there's also in brackets, read description next to it. I mentioned this last stream, but I increased the price, and it will be decreased for specific streams that are focusing on OC help. Just to avoid the redeems happening in the middle of a gaming stream like this, where it would kind of disrupt the entire stream, I'm keeping it for specific streams where I will lower the price, and that's when people can redeem it. That's my overall intention, Sci-Fi. Push the log in there. Push that log in there. Oh, right, the stretch. Huh. Oh. 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 Ow. A temporary stealing blanket, though? Nice. Take all the blankets. Hoard them for thyself. Oof. Much better. And now, once we go through here... This looks like it would be a mimic. Oh, right. Okay. I forgot we got that item here. So now, since we came to this cave, we get a new synergy. Because this Djinn is a pain and will not stop. Wherever we go, it just won't stop. It'll keep running. So, the new synergy we got is halt. We pause it in place, so it cannot escape. But I'm gonna save, because this thing's has the potential to run. No, actually, we don't have to fight it. Cool. Sounded like you needed that a little bit. Oh, you have siblings, it's impossible. Yeah, that makes sense. Kite, Ivan. Excellent. Not gonna lie, I really love how sarcastic you are with the... on a lot of the higher price redeemables. Yeah, because like it's up there as a community goal. For some reason, everyone likes the cat. I don't understand why. And if you want to, I think I'll fulfill the redeem if you guys want it. I don't recommend it. There are better things you can... Just think of how many videos you could have made for the exact same price, rather than spending 10 mil on this idiot. But if y'all want it, who am I to stop you? Who am I to say no? But yeah, by coming back to the hometown, we can get a whole other Djinn. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing else we can actually do here. I think that's probably the last time we'll see this town throughout the entire playthrough of this game. I just did a full stretch routine and now I feel like a noodle. But a relaxed noodle. Noodles are relaxed. Yeah, this is the right way. Alright. And now our purpose has been achieved, and now we go back to Kayleigh. Cool. Now we're all fully healed. The 50k one is tempting. What's the 50k one? Oh yeah, touch grass, snow. Yeah, you don't need to go to that one, especially not midwinter. Please, don't do it in the middle of a snowstorm. It's there because I know that people like making streamers suffer, but y'all are kinder than that, right? You wouldn't force me to go walk outside in the middle of a Canadian winter, would you? Why am I fighting these? And another instance where the emote locked in Twitch hell would be very useful, huh, Daisy? To give me a reason to be kinder? Because if you force me to, I'll drag the cat outside with me. He won't survive in the wild, Sci-Fi. He can't live out there. He's too weak and fluffy. Oh, there's a cave over here? Where does this lead to? Attack, storm ray, attack. You should know the answer to this question. Oh no! Well, I put it there for a reason. Oh, okay. I know where we are now. Just gonna explore everywhere just in case there's anything else. I don't think there is. That makes me want... What? To take the cat outside and leave him to his own devices? I thought you wanted an entire cat stream. That won't happen if he's left to the wilds. He's a cream puff. He won't survive out there. I wouldn't actually bring the cat outside though. That's just a bad situation. Yeah, okay. So we are here. Incredible. So this is the ocean Kratom was talking about. Not exactly. The Caragol is surrounded by land, so technically it's not a real ocean. An ocean is totally open. But this looks just the way Kratom described it. Someday I want to see a real ocean. Okay. You can't go any further along Silk Road. If you're going to Tolby, you'll have to go across the Caragol Sea. We can't take Silk Road, so everyone's in a pickle. It's too expensive to get a ticket on a ship. Oh, look! Another Djinn we can't get to! Hooray! Let's see, there are 4 reviews, 600 coins. Okay, well, that'll be something we can probably do next. Well, we might be able to do it this stream. You'd love to see it. Figuring out how... you should know the answer to this question. Okay, figuring out how Oak Daisy officially met up with the guilds. I know it's for added protection, but still working on the details. Also written down the crack bit we talked about. Yeah! I want to see a real ocean. Oh, I'll be happy to show you. Just make sure you don't forget your scuba gear. Daisy version has met the guild. There's a lot of different Daisy versions. I don't know if we can actually make it further in Gondomar Cave. Maybe we can? No, we can't. Not right now. I think it's from the... Right, it's the other side to give us an easier way back. Alright, well... In that case... We're all level 19. I think that's probably a high enough level. Not entirely sure. Oh no, that just don't know the other versions that met the guild. Oh, okay. You need to pick Ocean 1, and now 2 more nether types. Are you doing just a regular Ocean 1 or a Coral Ocean 1? No, there's no items here. It's supposed to be lots of tourists on the ship. We're not going to check the tickets until the tour group gets here. The Tolby-bound ship. Oh, nut! Great. This will be the inhuman looking one. She'll be the most inhuman looking one? Why? Like Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean? Did the sea do something? Too late to hire mercenaries now. There's no time. Each Daisy has met the guilds. Some form. Because can't imagine Daisy without it. Yeah! Alright, well, let's start this next part of the mission then. Or the overall story. Yeah. Good, we got boat ticket. Yeah, let's save, just in case. Because once we board this ship, there ain't no going back. I think we might need to initiate something else. We're leaving soon. We're looking forward to going to Toby. What of rescuing that one guy? We already rescued him. The guy pinned under the rock? Or Hammett? Because with Hammett, we can't rescue him yet. We tried, but we just couldn't. We don't have the we don't have the proper abilities yet. We just gotta leave him there for now. This reminds me, Daisy, do you know that in the medical field people have actually used fish scales to replace missing skin on humans? Has that actually been a thing yet? Yeah, the rich one? Yeah, unfortunately, we went to Loompa, but we don't have the ability to enter there yet. We might later on. Okay, let him suffer. Oh no. No, this year both of us are entering the Colosso. Then Uranos and I will fight each other for the championship. They're talking about Colosso. A tournament. Oh, great, an elixir. More healing items, just what we need. No, nothing there. Maybe I do need to go talk to her one more time to initiate the next thing? No, I don't think so. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing yet. I knew they've grafted various things before, but I didn't know they were able to graft fish scales in place of lost skin. Nope. McKinley, because I didn't like Toby. Sure. Because Babby, the real ruler of Toby, frightens me. He's ruled Toby for more than 100 years, they say. He's so old. Okay, there we go. Are y'all listening? Let's stop right here. The tour group. Why are we stopping in a place like this? We have to hurry or we're late for Colosso. Eventually it changes into actual human skin instead of saying it has scales, surprisingly. Wow. Okay. Huh. That's really curious. I never knew that was a thing. Everyone wants to go to Colosso. We pay good money to see Colosso. We can't be late. Everything will be just fine. Just checking to make sure no one's missing. If anyone's missing, well, we're the ones who'll miss out. Uh-oh. Someone's missing? Great. Doing a double count just in case. Because, you know, counting 8 people is difficult. We're short one person. Where could he be? Yeah, going back and forth and counting, seeing if another person materialized. There are a lot of people. Come on. If he's late, just leave him. Why are we leaving yet? A typical tourist group, huh? There was a landslide on the road to Tolby. We paid good money to take this cruise. Just have to decide if we're entering Colosso once we reach Tolby. Come on! I think they'll tell us we have to ride a boat. Can't stand boats. If I had known, never would have come. That's it. Can't wait any longer. Yeah, just keep moving. If someone's late, gotta leave without them. And what's the problem? What's the boat if we wait any longer? Just go! Nothing that can be done. Excellent. And then we see who's lagging behind. Poor old man. Now where did my tour group get to? Oh, they wouldn't have left without me. Run, old man, run! All right. Now we'll save here again, because now that once we get on the boat, we can't get off. Okay. Wonder what could have happened. Do you still intend to cross this dangerous sea? It would be too big a loss to let so many passengers get away. Say, Kaya, how are the oarsmen doing? They're fearless. There's no problem there. It's just that what? If a whole bunch of them appear while we're crossing the sea, I won't be able to handle them alone. Sorry, but you'll have to. Can't let anyone else fight but you, Kaya. Remember, the oarsmen will have their hands full rowing. They can't fight. There's nothing we can do. Let's set sail. What are you talking about? We set sail now. We'll never make it to Tolby. We'll be fine. We have a protective amulet. Amulet, you say? You mean that little anchor charm? Every captain has their old good luck charm, right? The little anchor has always protected us from danger. Captain, get a hold of yourself. That's just a foolish superstition. It's okay. We'll be fine. Even if we can't find any mercenaries, that little charm will protect us. I mean, given that this world has magic, you never know, but... Don't worry, we have a rock! Ocean full of monsters? You'll only have one fighter and a good luck charm. They're doomed. Yeah, that's about right. Not if I have anything to say about it. Looks like that man's the only one with a brain. I didn't do anything. Really, I mean it. And runs away. The charm is gone. Okay, that's where the rowers are. We're not going to set sail right away. I'm going to go ashore. I'm going to set sail real soon. Please be patient. Well, hey, you know, my friend Aranos here is scared of ships. Aranos, but he's huge. So I'm scared. I just can't stand water. Oh, he's like Neptune. Rather be bitten by poisonous spiders than sail across the sea. Oh no. How much of the rules of Ruby will be thrown out the window or turned upside down in their new world island? Probably all of them, Alex. I think Aura and Semblance might stay consistent, maybe, but they might have added effects. Like, we have no idea. All we've seen thus far is apparently Ruby's emotion can affect the weather of the other world. So it's probably going to change a lot. Like, this world is going to operate completely different than Remnant. We can only... Yeah, it's going to be... And a talking mouse, exactly. And a talking cat. And some, like, psychedelic-looking images that we've seen in the trailer. Like, yeah, Little is adorable. We have a what now? Daisy, right? Daisy hasn't seen anything from any snippets or nothing. What do you think would cause Neptune to overcome his fear? I'm sorry, Daisy. To be fair, it has been out for months now. So... Sorry. It's ready to cross the sea right now. Talking mouse, you mean Ruby heading to Disneyland? Yes, exactly, sci-fi. Mickey Mouse, the Ruby character. If we're not going now, then when are we going to set sail? Oh my god, they're so angry. Where else? To the captain's quarters. What do you think you're going to do in the captain's quarters? Beat the crap out of them. Make them set sail. In that case, we'll just have to do our best to persuade him. They're gonna beat the crap out of the captain. That sounds great! Count me in! Because it makes it not as hype. It could also be argued that it makes it more hype. Because it doesn't reveal, like, much plot-wise or anything. Like, it's 50 seconds. 50 seconds out of a 4-hour, potentially plus season of a show? It doesn't tell you much and could make you more excited for it. What did you say would cause Neptune to overcome his fear again? Nothing, really. Like, it's... Overcoming fear is going to be different for everyone, right? There's no real way to say for sure what would cause someone to overcome that fear. Like, he could put his fear aside for the sake of his friends. You're trying to launch the ship? Can't set sail in this dangerous sea. We paid our money and now you have to launch the ship. Cap decided to set sail just a second ago. Yes, preparations are now being made. Well, maybe we're a bit rash running up here like that. Yeah, a little bit. You were going to threaten the captain. Every captain knows to bring a heavy cannon. Seems to be Wonderland or Destiny Island. Yeah. Instead of fear sailing, just use a better tool called doubt more often. Yeah. A dangerous sea? That's what you said, isn't it? Uh-oh. It's dangerous out there. That's why you wouldn't launch the ship? The sea is dangerous now. There are monsters. Monsters? Lately, we've been sighting creatures never before seen in the Caragol, that's it. Actually, some even came aboard the ship and attacked the crew. That is dangerous. We suspect that our replacement ship might have been attacked. With such dangerous creatures around, you might need warriors. It's certainly dangerous, but the ship is okay. After all, there are monsters. I'll be glad to help out. We have to make it to Colosso. If we're late, we can't enter. Maybe we can give him a hand too. More fighters. You guys helping? The deck should be safe. Now we need someone to protect the oarsmen. saw some warriors and among the passengers below decks. If they're from Angara, they will. And of course, we still have my lucky anchor. It's gone! What? The captain's beloved anchor? The anchor? Or good luck charm? Oh, that? What's the big deal? So what if it's all if that trinket's gone? What do you mean, oh, that? The anchor's been keeping my ship safe for years. It's just decorative, right? Just leave without it. If we find some warriors, we won't make it without that anchor. We're not leaving. You just said. That was when I still thought we had it. Little trinket, weren't you listening to what he said? It's not just decoration, it's a good luck charm. Ship doesn't leave until we find it. What's the problem? We've got some warriors to help us. Maybe we shouldn't have taken it. Hey you, what are you doing here? You're the captain, the ship goes nowhere. Well, now we need to go find the trinket. This is the end! Pretty sure it's just... No, that's a lucky medal. Oh no, it's up here. Right. It's up in the crow's nest. There we go. Back up here. Return that to the captain, and then we can finally start moving. Hey, it's my lucky anchor! Oh, you look at that. Did you find it? Yes, I did. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Now we can set sail. Now we can set sail, right? Not yet. What's the problem this time? Caragol Sea is thick with monsters. It's just like Sean said, the best that we can do is protect the deck. We need someone to protect the oarsmen. Those warriors, that's who. They may look young, but each of them is a force to be reckoned with. When you put it that way, sure, why not? Even though one of them's a 14-year-old kid. How about it? You want to join forces with us? Sure. Let's just get a move on. Just one thing left to do. Need some volunteers to help with the rowing, just in case. Going to ask the passengers to help row the ship? Ship won't move without oarsmen, so we'll do that too. You're supposed to protect the ship. We'll need to ask other passengers. Passengers are part of your tour, so why don't you go ask them? How about even with the crazy stuff? Let's all go to our stations while we wait for the launch. So much conversation. Sure. Isaac. Well then, I guess. Isaac, looking forward to working with you. Okay, well. Go down here, and then here. Yep, replacement never arrived, but we're just shoving off all the same. Who's going to be protecting the ship? Though me, Oranos, and Sean on deck, and these 4 children. Can we really depend on them? Isaac and friends have seen more combat than even I have. There's nothing to worry about. You say so. These kids have fought more than a middle-aged man. What do you do if any of you becomes incapacitated? Well, toss them overboard, lose the dead weight, and keep on moving. Another passenger will help row the ship. Foreshadowing. Don't worry about it. I had a word with the passengers. Who will go and give the order when the time comes? You should select the replacement. Sure. That's right. If we're not balanced, we won't make much progress. And this is... in this little thing here, you'll see if I do things correctly. This also hides one of the best secrets in the entire game. Toss them overboard, lose the dead weight. Yeah. All right, cast off. Feed them to the cat. The cat out in the middle of the ocean. Yes, the sea cat. Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah. Avast! Monsters sighted! Monsters. Aye, Captain, sea monsters! Turn the rudder hard! Does Ember like water? No. It's hard. It's difficult to get the cat to even drink water. He's too dumb to drink from his bowl downstairs, so the only time he'll actively drink water is when it's pooled in the bottom of the bathtub, like just a tiny little puddle. If there's more than that, he'll run. It's too late. Yeah, they're doing a great job defending the deck, huh? Monsters below decks. Isaac, take care of these beasts. Gaia, excellent. Storm Ray, Tundra. No, Daisy's battery. Well, I guess it is about that time in stream. The battery just goes. Excellent. It looks like you took care of those sea monsters. We're missing an oarsman. Oh no, he's unconscious. Toss him overboard. Whatever you do, don't meteor or judgment or we're sunk. Yeah. Pretty much. But we may have to eventually. Looks like the sea monster's got one of our rowers. No way around it. Isaac, go ask one of the passengers to row. Okay. Now, if I do this correctly... No, you don't need to... You don't need to do that. Get the heavy cannon loaded! Cat, why? Not thinking of making me an oarsman. Sure am. Can't believe this guy is actually choosing me. Assigning such menial work to a proud person like me. He's going too far. Emperor's ready for sacrifice. Isaac, you're back, and you brought an oarsman with you? Alright, take your place. Yeah, we get to choose the oarsman. And if I choose correctly, something interesting happens. I'll reference as much as I can to that ship, Captain. Yeah. Alright, set sail. Row those oars! No boat sailing along so peacefully. Correctly in a good way or a bad but amusing way? Yes! Yes, exactly. Oh, the birds are... Huh. They're being so rude, attacking. Monsters! Oh, the burbs! How dare you call the burbs monsters? Oh, and a lizard man. Ruh-roh. Take care of these beasts and save my men. Oh, rabid bat and a lizard fighter, huh? Gaia, Flare Storm, Storm Ray, and Tundra. You guys have horrible guards. No kidding. The guys on deck are not really the greatest. That doesn't do much. Excellent. Hey, are you okay? Well, most of us are. Looks like you took care of those monsters. We're missing an oarsman. Deja vu. Oh no, he's unconscious. Looks like the sea monster's got one of our rowers. No way around it. Go ask one of the passengers. Okay. Now... Don't tell me, you're going to ask a lady to row? Yes. Yes, I am. You're evil. A monster. I won't forget this. Yes. I brought the girl. So, I hope I do this correctly. I hope I do. Phoenix, what am I up to? Well, oh, we're uneven. You caught on, Rail. You caught on. Passengers are so stuck up. Put them to work. Exactly. Oh no, the rowing, it seems uneven. Oh no. Without any pay, hey, they're getting travel. They're paying to be here, but you know, they're paying for a workout. Uh-oh. Harpies! Caw-caw! Oh! Monsters! Monsters below decks! Okay. Now we run and take care of these. Boat drifting! Yeah! Time to drift to the right. Y'all get the idea. Cat. Why? I don't know why you think that's a good idea, but fine. Oh. It's weaker than I thought it was. Okay. It's gonna go horrible and hilarious. Well! Ember want kiss? No, he doesn't. He doesn't deserve it. He just wants attention. Gonna fight a kraken or something? Maybe? Maybe? We're missing an oarsman. Okay, time to go ask another passenger. You must be joking. Yes, we'll get the cook. Maybe sus time to blow up ship. Like, I think this'll be okay. Because I don't know the exact way to do this properly. Alright, we're off. Seems fair to me, yeah? Yeah, I think I did it correctly. We're trying to be proper? No. But... ah, here we go. I wonder what's wrong. The ship shouldn't be rocking this badly. Isaac, up on deck! Isaac, there's a huge sea monster on the ship. I wonder what it could be. If we don't do something, we'll sink. You have to help. Ship sinks, everything we've done will mean nothing. Wow, fighters from Colosso. Oh no! A Kraken appeared? Who could have guessed? Oh no! Yeah, so it's time for Kraken. In this case, maybe they weren't, like, 100% unique with it, but, you know. Squid! Takoyaki, anyone? Cthulhu said he wants his look back. Dark Blessing. It sprayed ink. Gross. Yeah, let's use flint. Corona. Not use that yet. Use agility. Yeah, let's go with resistance. Uh-oh. Cat has the zoomies. We're eating good tonight. Anyone got some soy sauce on hand? Anyone? Anyone? Oh, cool. I put it to sleep. That's excellent. Scorch, gusts, spritz. Oh, we have sesame oil, actually. Ooh, excellent. Never had squid? Some people love it. Some people despise it. And I don't know, it's kind of... I don't want to say it's an acquired taste, but it's definitely not for everyone. Yeah, I think we'll stick with level 3 summons. Those should be fine. Oh, squid? You never? Really? Ooh, got some wasabi. Nice. 360. I think these should be enough to finish it. Look at how big its eyes get when it takes damage. It's paralyzed and couldn't move. Okay, well... And now we spam Psy-Energy. Oh, cool. Excellent. We defeated the Kraken! Not the biggest fan of seafood? That's a no on the ranch? I mean... Oh, ranch. Oh, now I get what you're saying, Daisy. Yeah, ranch on squid? Maybe? I mean, I'd be down to try it. It exploded. It did. It blowed up. Thank you, Isaac. You did good against the Kraken. We lost another oarsman, though. I need you to check the hull, go find someone to row the ship. Okay. You, old man. Of all the people, you're asking a frail old man like me? Yes. You'll regret this when I collapse from exhaustion or something. Now let's see if I did this properly. As you might be able to tell, there's a slight difference in the arm strength of the individuals on both sides of the ship. Hey Halo, how's it going? Oh, Kraken Grim. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if that's in the cards at some point in Ruby. Also, that's why you bring the heavy cannon. Yeah. I think... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did this properly. Or in a proper orientation. Drift time! We're supposed to go to the port at Tolby. Let's see where we actually end up. Seagulls are flying towards land. Land ho! Lift down shades. Hey, I can see land. Looks like we made it. Oh, I didn't do it right. Damn it. Oh well. Split up personality in Ruby. Get two semblances one. Someone has a split personality in Ruby with get two semblances or one. I'd say one, because it's still one soul. Even though it might be two separate personalities, two separate identities, it's still one soul. Other passengers have already disembarked. Didn't even say goodbye. Rowing the ship was more fun than I expected. Pretty buff now. Darn it. You make an old man row the ship, then you try to beat him on shore. Pretty pathetic. Ugh. Darn it. Because had I done this properly, we would have veered off to another island. One that's actually off of the map. Somehow. We can access it later, though. I thought it'd just be fun to try to access it now. The island we end up on is called Crossbone Isle. It's a secret in this game that there are two secret ways to access. The early way to access it is on the ship. If you have the left side of the ship row stronger than the right side by a significant margin, the ship veers off course and you just end up on Crossbone Isle. It's the strongest dungeon in the game, with the strongest boss in the game. Even stronger than the final boss. There's a boss in there that's stronger. We couldn't make it to the bottom of the dungeon right now, even if we wanted to, even if we got there. We could make it through like a couple floors of it, but it's got some pretty nice little puzzles in it. It's just a completely separate dungeon. We'll access it later, though. Unfortunately, I didn't do it properly now. How semblance would manifest in someone with dissociative identity disorder? I think it would be a single semblance, but it'd be interesting to see if someone with DID, like if some of the alters knew about the semblance and some didn't know about the semblance, or how they would use it differently. If it's a semblance that could have a number of different ways for it to be used, then I would be really curious to see how the different alters would utilize it in different situations. Klein has 7. If he has a semblance, we can find out. True. Also, Salem somehow thrown into space. Would she still be able to use magic? Based on my presumptions about the Ruby series, I do not think she would be able to use magic in space. Because as far as we know, we have been explicitly told dust does not work outside of Remnant's atmosphere. And dust and semblance being the remnants of the magic that the first generation of humanity had, it stands to reason that if dust does not work outside of Remnant's atmosphere, neither does magic, and that's why Ironwood thought raising Atlas out of Remnant's atmosphere would prevent Salem from getting the relic. It would also prevent the life support functions on Atlas from working as well, so what Ironwood's plan actually was in Volume 8 was to sacrifice everyone in Atlas and Mantle just to get the relic out of Salem's reach and prevent her from winning. He was literally willing to sacrifice everything to prevent Salem from winning. Your efforts got the ship to shore. Thank you again. Darn it. Oh well. Oh, we got 35 coins. Hooray. Nothing else. Silk Road was blocked. I thought my parent ship might come by the ship. Okay, well. No, nothing there. But we do have the ability to move some boxes. Move that box there. Move that box there. And then you can just go hippity hoppity over here, and what's in the chest? Oh, a potion. Yay. Anything here? No. Pretty sure I already checked that too. Is there anything in these boxes? No. Basically doing a matchup of Salem versus your character made from your own series. Interested in because of his lack of need for aura for his powers. Okay, yeah, definitely alternate universe then, I'd imagine, but sounds interesting. Tolby! This is where we're able to use the game tickets and the lucky medals in this town. Chests. More bread. Yeah, this is the healer's place. Okay. No, you dropped your dice case. Oh no, did the dice go everywhere? Ah, there we go. The gambling hut. Hey buddy, want to try your luck at the dice? It's 190 coins to play. Because what good game doesn't have some gambling in it, right? Oh baby, a triple. One pair. Yeah. You won 380 coins. Read the sign if you don't know the rules. Lucky dice. Gambling, but the house always loses. Yeah, it seems like it. Oh. So, Jin over there. Separate up, try your luck to handle the lucky wheels. You have 27 game tickets. There we go. Okay. Okay. What slots do we want to lock in? Let's try to lock in those. Cool. We're gambling now? Yeah! Every good game has gambling. Is this before or after we put ourselves? Oh no. Starting to slowly pass out. If you need to sleep, go for it, Sci-Fi. So how would you react if you were on the ship in Volume 4 against the Sea Fei Long? If I was on the ship? Depends. Do I have aura at this point? A war ring. Great. Do I have aura? Do I have a semblance? Do I have any capabilities to fight? Or am I just, you know, crap out of luck like, How am I supposed to get over there? I can't reach that. Can I? No, I can't. How do I get over there? Weird. Huh. Let's say you do. Like, if I had training, I'd probably try to fight, because it's either that or you just drown, right? Or answer for each. Like, if I had fighting capabilities, I'd try to fight, because it's either that or accept death. Downstairs. Is there a way to get out at all? No, doesn't look like it. But if I couldn't fight, then I just have to pray that they get the cannon online and try to try to survive that way. Because there's not really anything you can do if you can't fight, right? You're pretty much just in the way. Oh wait, is this the... Okay, get out of the way, bud. Oh, that's how. I understand now. So we go over here. Go around. Need to trade some Jin around. So that Garrett can use Grow. And then we go up here. Mia can use Frost. And now we can go get the Jin. Excellent. So either join Blake and Son fighting or pray? Pretty much. I don't really know what other options there would be. I guess you could try to help the captain keep other people calm and everything, but ultimately it's just... If you are unable to fight, then you can't really join in on the fight. And if you don't know the layout of the ship or how to get things running, then it's not like you can be much help either. Oh look! An imposter! Ember, huh? But... now I'm gonna actually save here, just because this gambling is the most useful type of gambling we can do. Because if we go up to the spring, we can throw either lucky metals, which we have 8 of. You attack with the kitty. The better ember? Yes, the much better ember. We can either throw regular coins or lucky metals. And we need to pick when we throw so that we don't hit the crabs or turtles, because it knocks things out of the way. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. The battle gloves. Are we sure about that? Or is that just copium? The imposter? Please no among us. Okay, lucky metal. There we go. I picked the right time, because now we hit the bullseye. You need to avoid all the turtles and all the all the crabs to get the best items. Mungus! What does copium mean? Like you're just... It kind of means very hopeful for something that's like probably not likely. Ooh, the assassin blade. Excellent. Lucky metal. Once you figure out the timing, it's fairly easy to just get bullseyes, but... Let's see, as long as we don't start doubling up... okay, more assassin blades. Alright, so now, let's try getting some of the outer rings and see if we can... get... other things. Okay. Burning axe. Excellent. We'll throw one more coin. Oh, we're gonna get the bullseye again. Okay. It does have the highest chance at good items, but... Oh! The spirit armor. Cool. We'll go with that. According to the dictionary, lying to yourself in order to cope with something. Yeah, I guess that sounds about right. Do they have any artifacts? Yes, there is Water of Life. Ooh, greatsword, rapier. Any extra... Oh, they have a few! Was the Arctic Blade, that's all stuff that I sold, but the Angelic Ink. Okay, that goes up by 7. That goes up by almost 20. Excellent. Name of the character I made is Hiroshima Nagasaki? Nice! Okay. Suster. That would be hilarious. When you're in Vacuo, do you think Sun's cousin is the Summer Maiden? I know he mentioned something about her and the weather. That could be a red herring. I have a feeling that's a red herring. I don't think... Though it's entirely possible because E.C. Myers did... When he was creating, or when he was writing After the Fall, he did ask the writers if he could include a cameo of the Summer Maiden. And they told him no. So maybe they did allow him to at the end of Before the Dawn. It could be. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, some better armor. Guardian Circlet, huh? Well, I can always just upgrade all the stuff off stream as well. It is nearly midnight for me though, so I think now that we're at Tolby and have done some gambling, probably a good time to end stream. Yeah. It's sleep time. Yeah, I think so. So, we'll save here. And I think this will be a good spot to end it for the day. We went through the desert, took on a manticore, went over the sea, took on a kraken. Missed our chance to get to Crossbone Isle, unfortunately. But 13,394 feathers. Still saving to share OCs and family. Nice. Need to go to bed too. Got work in the morning. Yeah, so do I. Gotta be up in like 7.5 hours. So yeah, this will be a good time to call stream, I think. Well, thank you everyone for joining in on stream. I hope you enjoyed. We had some good conversations about OCs, that's for sure. What is it, Daisy? What happened? Everything okay? What happened? What? What's up, Daisy? What? Oh. Oh, it's the 7.5 hours thing. It's fine. I regularly only get 6 hours of sleep before going to work. It's not great, but it happens. 7.5 is a good time. For me, at least. But, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining in on stream. I need to probably end before I get even more of an earful from Daisy, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we'll see you next stream on Saturday for more Golden Sun, where we will make it even further, possibly even get to the Colosso tournament. Maybe, I don't think we'll make it to Crossbone Island next stream. We might, depending on how long we play, but only slept for 6 hours too. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. We should be sleeping for more, but we take what we can get, right? But, uh-oh, disappointment, Daisy face. Yeah! Yeah! It seems a lot of people around her don't want to go to sleep at proper times, myself included. But that's just the way things go, right? That's just the way things go. But anyways, thank you again for joining in. I hope you guys enjoy or have a great rest of your week. Disappointment emote will be next on the list. And I'll see you all next stream. Have a great night, everyone. Hope everyone gets some sleep as well, because I definitely need to go get some sleep. So, bye-bye. Good night, everyone.